You know what? I still got some supers. I got you.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
Hey, what up, homie?
congratulations on not being late.
Thank you, thank you. It was pretty easy.
Well done. Hey man, it's everyone's got a different battle, you know. Oh hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Matt?
What battle are we fighting?
I was just congratulating him on being on time.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it was pretty easy, so I was like, hey, now let's not, let's not put others down.
Hey, just because you don't need to drag others down to build yourself up. That's all.
That's not what I meant. I was just saying it's...
A rising tide lifts all ships, Chris.
Oh, that's not what I
You know, Chris, I wish we could just cure you of all the hate in your heart. Well,
meant. I wish you
I
could
don't.
do that too.
Gives me good content.
But
You
for-
guys see the second One Piece trailer?
Oh Lord, these motherfuckers. Alright, I'm watching it.
My expectations are better than they were from the
this
first
is
one.
for the live action.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to avoid it so they don't think they can make those for any other anime that I might like.
They made some choices, but
Okay. Alright, I'm watching it right now. This popped up yesterday.
Choices are good choices.
yeah, a little bit of A, a little bit of B, I think.
oh boy.
I will say, Luffy's powers don't look stupid. It's one
Just the way he talks.
Hang
yeah,
on.
the way he
And
talks
everything
is,
else.
is the last airbender levels of bad. But
It's
Those don't look stupid. Oh fuck, that must mean something else is really wrong.
I know. It's, I'm trying
honestly,
to
they make fucking Goldie Roger look good, actually.
Yeah, but oh wait.
I'm gonna throw it. Let's see.
Cause if we're waiting for Tyler, I mean, we got 3 minutes to watch this, I guess.
Tyler and Todd, yeah.
Oh, Todd gonna be classic too.
Yeah.
You said it was yesterday is when that one came out?
I believe so.
Okay. Because there's one from a month ago, but it's the more recent.
Hmm. This one came out like
Yo, wait, they show
Days, yeah.
fucking Mihawk? Wait, what? Zoro looks so good. And Buggy's here too. Wait, the CGI for Buggy doesn't look that bad. Yo, but they call out all their moves, and it's so weird.
Yeah.
but it's not as like cheesy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But
I
I,
mean,
think that's
first
more on
trailer,
the
it
actor.
was, but
Yeah, the actor specifically, I think, was able to pull it off. I don't know if everyone is going to be able to, but we'll see.
bro, Sanji looking kind of cute, not gonna lie.
Sanji? Yeah.
Sanji looking kind of cute, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Arlong looks weird, bro.
Yeah, that's the other side of the choices.
Yeah, what? That's supposed to be Usopp. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I didn't even know. I'm not gonna, that's fucked. That's so fucked. Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Better than the first trailer, but still iffy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If they cut out like some of the weird like, yo, I'm gonna fucking call out my fucking power names, like I think it'd be fine.
Right.
Honestly, if they cut that out, I'd be like, alright, this is bad. Cause like even like when he's using like his fucking Gatlin fucking pistol, like it looks okay. Like it doesn't look like an insane like terrible time. It doesn't look like, honestly, I didn't really like the way that they did the CGI for like Death Note.
Yeah,
But I think this looks better than that, in my opinion. But like,
that's a
I don't know,
pretty low bar.
I'm not gonna fucking shoot up my fucking hopes though. Like, these trailers
Do
are.
we know the budget of the movie?
I don't.
'Cause that might answer a few of the questions.
No, please.
Wait, what was the budget of that movie? Wait.
I'm looking it up. Give me a second.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Well, no, but that does have a valid point. I think, you know.
No, it does, honestly.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Okay, no one really answered the question. They directly compared the budget to a Marvel movie.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
I believe
Okay, and that, like, I don't need hard numbers after hearing that.
I believe I read somewhere that the marketing budget is generally the same as like the budget for the movie, and they're
Holy
usually
sh-
more forthright with the marketing budget amount. So
Is
maybe
it a movie or is it a show?
Jesus.
Death Note was a movie.
Yeah.
This, I
No,
don't
it's a
know. I
show,
think this
and-
might be a show.
Holy shit, do you want to know how much it is?
Yes, actually.
18 mil an episode.
Oh my god.
No.
What the fuck?
No way.
That can't be right. That's just like the first thing I see.
Where
Like,
did the money go?
Jeez.
voice acting so they can scream out their lines for their movie.
Where did all the money go then?
I'm drilling down. That's like the very first thing I saw. That does feel wrong, but maybe not. I don't.
Ooh, new cantrip. Let's go.
Okay. I think they pulled that from the actual anime. Okay, but that was like total over the. I don't fucking know, man.
I'm putting Vicious Mockery as my second cantrip. Dude, Vicious Mockery.
That's not how that works.
Holy fuck.
Whatever you
If
wanna
one
do.
doesn't work, the other one has to.
Okay, no, hang on. I see.
I'm gonna
a
need
few
a better
different-
attitude for this.
I see a couple different sources saying 18 mil per episode.
They're probably all quoting one of them.
It's entirely possible, but like, I'm not seeing anything that's like conflicting either. So like,
Son of a bitch.
I'm not seeing like, oh, one says like 2 million, another one says 18, another one says like 60. It's like everyone's saying 18.
Where the hell did all the money go?
I think maybe D&D Beyond may take some time to catch up with the order that you purchased, Joey. That's probably why it's not shown.
Oh, okay. No, that's
the only
totally
thing
cool.
That's the only thing I can think of. I only know I want to say it's that only because I know I purchased some things the other day with Todd and it didn't go through for a couple minutes. So I'm hoping that's the case here, but nonetheless.
That's cool. That's okay. Honestly, I'll save it. I can go in and like change it, hopefully before next week. So
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I went through and I bought the Equinite class, so when that one pops, it should pop for you.
okay, sweet.
Did like everyone level twice, or is that just?
Just you.
I'm very
Yeah,
close.
Honestly, yeah, just you. to be honest.
I don't think you leveled twice, Matt.
I plugged in the number you gave me into D&D Beyond.
He
I
was
said
all-
add XP, and it put me up to level 5.
He was already pretty low level.
He gives you your total.
Yeah, I give you the total, so when you add it, you're gonna get that plus whatever your previous.
Okay, well you gotta clarify that, motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
on
sure
the
he did.
page,
Yeah.
XP total.
All the way at the
Uh,
bottom.
Because that's not clear. That's not exactly clear, Shay.
Oh,
It says XP start
Yeah.
right there.
see now I
No, it says total. It doesn't say XP start, so that is my fault.
Yeah, it says total at the top and then XP total at the bottom.
yeah.
And I can't fuck to do all that math. So like, come on.
No, I did all the math for you. That's
He
why
did
I
it
said
for
total.
Obviously, so well that I just said, yeah, total XP. Plug that in. Here we go.
Nah, no way. Some people were really close to leveling twice, but not quite.
I just don't get an extra attack, but I get my feet. So
Oh, I know, right?
I'm okay with it.
Sounds like you got cooked from coming. You got blue balled.
No, I came earlier. It's fine.
Ah, okay.
One
Like,
spoken
why
by the way, for Tyler and Todd. Todd may be joining us a little bit later than usual. That's just because he's not in the scene right now. He's dead, so.
You say as usual, but like, the man's
No.
always late.
Well,
Sorry, I'm just throwing shade at him while he's not here. Don't mind me.
Oh,
He'll hear it on the fucking.
I'm
He'll
like,
hear it on the recording. It's cool.
wait.
okay, so I'm 200 XP away from leveling. Okay, that's not that bad.
When you reach 4th level, you can increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or increase
Or-
2 ability scores by 1.
Or get a feat.
Or take a feet.
Or you
That's
can take a feat.
disgusting.
Take the feet. Take the
Take-
feet.
yeah,
Some
take
of
the
them
feet.
actually
Yo,
increase
oh.
your
Meta
moldy scores.
chick. Chick.
But-
Sorry, do whatever you want.
But I
That was
could
funny.
dump it into my charisma.
Yeah, that. I mean, either one are really good options.
Then we could call you Charisma.
Can I take half a feat and use 1 point?
I'd love that.
You could just get a robotic arm that increases your charisma.
Alright. So that would just be the
Um,
arm getting cut off, right?
Matt, you out here throwing out some foreshadowing
No, please.
about your new
I mean-
industrial-sized arm?
Yeah.
You get charisma with that bitch? Holy fuck!
No, God, I fucking wish. That would be kind of scary because Barb is like fairly middling on everything. She's above average every.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, let's just make her charismatic now. That's what we need. Is Barb to be charismatic.
Be the name of my memoir, above average everything.
Hey, if I keep making the rolls, it's okay. I don't need a good Listen, guys, good stats are a crutch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man, I earned these.
Hey, you know, I convinced the what's her face to not kill Chris.
That was pretty good, yeah. I wouldn't have done that.
Maybe I'll cross class bard. You know, I'll be a barbarian.
Hell yeah, my man. Let's go.
Right.
How many people did I kill? Let's see.
Inferno.
Oh, does that mean you're coming over, Tom?
15 enemies.
What?
You said DiGiorno. So does that mean you're coming over?
Bonjour.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not delivery, Joey. It's
It's
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
Exactly. So it is delivery.
It's Bongiorno.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay.
So it's under kills, or it's our actual kill count. Yes.
I think so.
He just put 20s for me. He's not sure.
Well, yeah, that's what I have too. I have 20s and 10s for assists.
I don't have assists.
No, because
Oh, I do. I do.
I was just you should. You sit there and curse people out for a while, you know.
20 assists. Let's go.
I do not have a single kill.
Yeah, that checks out.
Damn, bro.
I
That
mean,
sounds
you got
like you fucked
yourself.
up.
Damn.
It's true.
Damn.
He's actually down.
That
He
doesn't count.
is -1. Good job.
I thought he was dead.
Oh yeah, Jean-Marc's dead. He ain't coming back.
Unless there's some DM fuckery, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, Shane's gonna let me get away with that.
No, Shane will play the character. It will come back as a zombie, and it'll be a zombie cleric. Because he's a cleric of the grave. Even I know that can happen.
I wonder if I modify the mini, does that take away?
You mean like an existing one you have already?
Yeah. Can you
I don't know.
modify it?
I
or no?
barely know how to play.
Are you talking about modifying on Hero Forge?
Yeah.
No, I gotta repurchase it.
Oh, you do? That's super shitty.
It's
I mean, it's
basically
not,
freeform, but
I
Like
was
if
gonna
I-
say.
Go ahead.
Oh, go. I was gonna say if I could modify it, I was just gonna change his weapons, keep everything the same pretty much. Besides, get rid of the shield and change the weapons. But since you can't do that, I'll just keep the same exact mini because I don't want you to have to spend money.
He already spent the money. He gets credits like monthly or weekly, whatever he signed up for. Don't worry about it, bud.
Yeah, Chris can volunteer my stuff. It's fine.
I'm just saying, I'll do it for you too. Change your
Bro.
fucking change your figure, bro.
When did you guys start dating? Like, fuck.
Good times.
My wife talks about me like that. Oh, this is what we decided? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you can go ahead and have another one, Todd. It's fine. I have like 25 on there. It's whatever.
I'll do it for
I
the
can read.
third character, just in case the second character dies from sheer stupidity, because he's kind of dumb.
I can recycle your character as another ilk model, so it works.
Get recycled.
Damn.
No, not recycled in a negative sense. Just saying, like, if you don't want to use that one, cool. There's always backups. With you fuckers, I have to have backups on almost every time.
Like we don't have to have backups all the time with your fuckery.
Hey, I don't have backups. What are you talking about?
You're a
guys?
barbarian. You're immortal. We're not.
Thank you. Yes. Finally, someone gets it. I convinced one. See, my charisma score. It's so really good. You are just furthering the case that I should multi-class to barbarian.
But my bad, Shane. I didn't mean to volunteer your shit. He was just being weird about it.
Listen, you piece of shit for talking about Shane. Like,
It's all good. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. We're all homeless. It's whatever.
no, I care though, Shane. And if I care, you care. Okay.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair.
See, there we go.
That's fair. Very fair.
And now it is what it is.
Situation check right there, or my intimidation. I'm not quite sure.
We're going to start, and Tyler will join when he joins.
And he'll like it.
That Hummer.
So you guys are all breathing. Grimly just has failed miserably at...
It wasn't that bad. She rolled a 20.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't bad. He made a good attempt, but failed in a spectacular fashion at trying to grab the staff away from Aldry.
Want to see the rest of them?
You do see that most of the undead nearby have all been vanquished, dead, or ceased moving. You see the few stragglers that are up and about, and that's kind of reverberated with the snap, crackle, pop that will that you hear randomly throughout the city, echoing. But you see that they are getting put down by these newly created rifle guards that are walking around the town. Nonetheless, as you take in the landscape, it is kind of bittersweet. You have vanquished a mighty foe. His body lays before you, a little bit torn asunder, but in a heap of mass of flesh that slowly seems to be almost as if it's melting off of his body. You see it begin to sag. You see your body. You see your buddy's body, John Mark, over in this craterous, excuse me, in this crater that was created by the pounding of Renan. But all in all, outside of the calmness that has taken hold for a brief moment, there is quite a bit of pandemonium. Audrey looks over at you. She looks down at Non. She says, I know I can't ask more of you, but we're going to clean up the stragglers here. I suggest you take care of your affairs for the day and then get some much needed rest. You guys earned it. What do you guys do?
A nap.
Well, I mean, you are currently knocked over right now, unconscious.
So you're not.
So I'm napping.
Napping.
Yeah, so you're napping. But she's kind of looking at you. What I meant by that, as far as out of character, are you guys doing anything else specific? But she's just trying to let you know that there is a moment of reprieve. Non does look over.
Would I know this looking at a bunch of zombie elves?
So you are on a separate scene. We'll explain that momentarily here.
Okay, sorry to
Uh,
interrupt. My bad.
No, that's perfectly fine. I should have started with you, to be honest, but that was my
Oh.
fault. But yeah, it's a moment of reprieve. Non does look over at you. I don't want to go home. And you see him collapse. From exhaustion, not from dire straits. But yeah, it's open for you guys. We're gonna go over to Joey and then real quick while you guys think about it. So
Classic.
Hiroshi, Finian, and Hard.
Sib.
Hello.
So-
You guys have decided to go right here, and you do see a small mass of zombies fighting what seems to be two clerics of Palor standing before them. They don't seem to be in frantic, dire straits, but you do see that they are outnumbered. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna move up. Oh. Teleporting. I'm gonna move up. Shout over to them. Hey, do you guys need some help?
They stay silent as you see that they posture in a way that they do see and notate you, but you don't see any sort of head movement, yes or no. They're just kind of looking at you. At the same time, they're battling, of course, but they don't seem to nod any sort of acknowledgement.
As that's going down, Finian's just like frantically freaking out. I know he's just circling, but like this man's like in shambles. I'm just gonna whisper over to him and say, "Hey, just stay here, buddy. It'll all be okay." And I'm just gonna start slinging spells at these guys. Take a fireball. 22 to hit with my firebolt.
That is a hit.
It's
No,
gonna
you hit
be-
the zombies, right?
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy right in front of this other dude. Alright. Alright. That's 5 points of fire damage. Right in the back of this zombie. Oh,
Noted.
but I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at the zombie elf next to him and say, "Hey, you're gross."
It failed.
All right. 3 damage and disadvantage.
Noted. You see blood start coming out of its ears.
Got him.
It's not dead, but have hurt its feelings, if it had any.
Deckers.
Develop feelings and you hurt them bad.
I still got it.
You see this cleric right here get bit in the shoulder by this zombie. The other two miss frantically as the cleric reels back in anguish. Doesn't make any sounds though. You can just see that he's in pain as he's clutching his shoulder. This other zombie misses entirely, and then in a sort of counterattack, You see that it brings its sword straight down, excuse me, its mace straight down across the collarbone of the zombie, completely crushing it, almost like folding it in half. The zombie falls down dead. 3 zombies left. It is your turn again, Joey.
Okay. Well, I'm going to add on top of what Hard says, and I say, yeah, and you stink. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Got him.
I think the one that he hit with that is already dead.
Yeah, but I'm saying it to the one next to him, the one that's still alive. I'm just adding on to like him talking shit. This one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean like onto the same one. My bad.
Emotional damage.
It said wisdom.
Wisdom 15, yeah.
It fails.
2 points of damage.
Noted. All right, Hard.
That one's still up. The one he just, yeah, of course. What am I? I was like, well, you don't do damage with your yells. I do.
No, I do.
Oh.
I
fuck
also
yeah.
have vicious mockery. I just hardly ever use it.
I'll say to the same thing, same zombie. Yeah, you better believe in yourself, because no one else does.
Wait, what? Okay. I was a little confused. I was like, is that a burn? It is a little
It is.
burn,
Yes,
but-
sir.
Okay, respect. Let's do it.
I hope he fails.
DC, what was it?
13.
He does fail.
Money. 4 damage.
You see the zombie just punch itself in the face. Concaves his face completely as it falls backwards. Alright.
They didn't believe in themselves either. Damn. They had nobody.
Okay, losing my shit over here.
You see this cleric get bit again, this time in the stomach. As he's kind of holding his stomach, this one's the deeper bite that happened. You see that he kind of sideswing his mace in a haphazard manner. And in his ineptitude of an attack, or excuse me, in his ineptitude of his attack, I don't know, that doesn't sound right to me, but in his flowing motion that he does, he somehow manages to land a blow against this one here. And you see that it falls over dead as well. Just one more left. Joey, back to you.
Okay. I will be slinging one more fire bolt. With a nat 1, baby. That would be an 8 total.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Roll a d6 for me, just curiosity.
Nat 1, baby.
Okay. So your firebolt goes off, and just as soon as it discharges, you see the trajectory is so bad, so wrong. You see it fly up into the air. It flies and flies, and you panic a little bit because you see that it's going to hit the dome in its direction. It continues to fly, and then it fizzles out of range. You get a bead of sweat going down your forehead, just ever so slightly. You knew it wasn't going to reach, but the thought of it just scares you a little. Remembering about when it did collapse. But yeah, good job, nice try. Hard,
Thank you.
your turn. Well, are you moving? Sorry, I forgot. I mean Hiroshi, sorry. Or Hard. Danny, you guys are going together, so if he wants to move, he can. If not, he can stay there.
I'm gonna whisper back to Finn. Hey, bud, we're almost done. It's gonna be alright.
Meanwhile, I point at the only zombie left standing
Correct.
and say, wow, you look like regret made in flesh. Rotting flesh, anyway.
It fails.
1 damage and disadvantage.
You see it kind of irk its head at you. You see it kind of grimace at you. A little bit of blood kind of falls out of its mouth. Okay. Come on.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man.
He's going to accept 2 attacks of opportunity to rush you.
Jeez.
Alright.
I love these guys already.
I'm gonna hit him with some cutting words.
Some fucking deep takes.
On his attempt to hit me.
Show him my deep
And
fakes.
-2 to it.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm rolling for health. Don't mind me.
Oh, I'm on.
Okay, you can do that in a moment when we do the level up together.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't know we were leveling up together. I thought everybody had leveled up.
No, I just gave that everybody preemptively so they can plan for ahead. But nonetheless, the first cleric does miss. The second one does hit her as the zombie comes flailing at you, just barely nicking him in the shoulder for 4 points of damage. But it's still full on running at you. And with your cutting words, a -2, you see this zombie run and just spear you, mouth agape, and it gets you right in the shoulder. Second here. All right. He bites you, or they bite you for 2 points of damage. As it does spear you, its mouth agape, it barely just brushes you and it kind of just shears a part of your skin off. Not a much to, it's not much of biting, more of just a pressure wise. I don't know why this zombie looks like it. There you go. But yeah, you're all set to go. It is your turn again, Finian and Yoshi. Or excuse me, not Finian, Yoshi. Yoshi and Hard.
Oh. Okay. Alright, this is my final firebolt. Oh, there we go. Alright. A 25 to hit.
Damn, nice.
Okay. 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage is enough to kill the zombie.
Oh, yes.
Good job, you guys survived my zombie encounter.
Great.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna get back over here with the Finian and I'm gonna say, alright, no need to worry anymore. Let's keep going. Let's keep on keeping on.
Get back to camp and rest.
Yes, I agree with Hard. And I'm just gonna drag Finian along.
Hard
He's still kind
takes
of out.
note of the explosions in the background in the distance. And our friends must be losing the fight, I guess.
Oh. I've been so preoccupied I didn't even hear explosions. Holy fuck. Oh, if there's been more since we left, then yeah, probably. I don't know anyone from the party who can make big explosion.
So you guys continue on. Where's your guys' destination?
Back to back to mine and Finian's camp. Hard's been there too, so like I figured like we
Yeah.
could just go there and
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were trying to go all the way across town to go to Finian's camp. I know Rules Rule is closer than Finian's camp.
Oh yeah, we could probably get a place there actually. Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
if you're cool with that, Hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just letting you know about landmarks along the way. I'm just that.
Yeah, to be honest, like OOC, I have no idea where the fuck I'm at right now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you guys are on the north, on the northwest side of town. But your guys' house, they're on like the southeast, or excuse me, southwest side of town.
Oh, Rules
Um,
is like in the middle, isn't it?
yeah, Rolls is like right in the middle between you and your destination, essentially.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
that would be.
And beyond that is the library, and then it's your place. So those are things of comfort that I would think Finian and Hiroshi would have like stapled in their head as far as pivotal landmarks inside the arc.
Yeah.
Especially,
I know. We know Rules rule. We know the library and like our camp.
Yeah,
But that's
and
like
then-
that's what I know, of course. Okay.
Yeah, and one other thing too is the buildings on here are kind of to scale as well. So if, for instance, in your guys' point of view, you can literally see the top of the electrical building across the way above the blacksmithing building. So you know, even though you don't know where you are in the arc, you know that's the electrical building, and your encampment's on the other side of that building, which is still some ways out. It's like being up at the top of Monkey Face and looking down all the way across towards like Home Depot
Oh,
or
okay. Yeah.
Best Buy or something like that
I
with
see what
binoculars
you're
or something like that. But nonetheless, just throwing that out there. So you guys want to travel all the way across town? You guys want to go to Louisville?
Rules.
Rules. Yeah, rules.
Go ahead and move you guys there to the front door.
Is that
It is right. You see my bubble?
Yes, I do.
following the bubble? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the camp is like close to this. But yeah, let's do it.
Where's the camp?
Isn't it like right?
The camp's way over here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
So I've lost Finian, even though I have his character like on my. Oh, he's inside of the building. Holy fuck!
Oh.
Wait, you see that? You see his head
Just-
peeking out the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get stuff like that, when you get stop moving, stop moving.
I'm peeking. Help.
There you go. You're inside it now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I bought you out.
Sorry, I'm back now.
Welcome back. And we're gonna stop there for you guys.
Okay.
Meanwhile, everybody else on the other side, you guys are kind of taken aback by this question. Taking a few breathers. Your chest is pumping. Your blood is pumping. Your blood is pumping out of your arm. I'm joking, Barb. It's been recently healed. So if the skin that is currently just scalded across a little bit, you do see beneath it the blood pumping. Nonetheless, the question hangs in the air. Grimly, you begin to come to.
Oh, cool.
Aldry begins to walk away. Eli follows.
Wait, can I get a rundown real quick of what happened and the time frame I was
Yeah.
out here?
Essentially, the lull in the battle came to a conclusion. All the zombies that were around you have begun to fall dead at the presumably end of the barrels of these guns that these guards are carrying. All the zombies that were still alive are either, are just getting knocked down, dead, blah blah blah. Moldry, though, was talking to you about kind of giving you commends about doing what you have done, letting you know that you should take this time, take a breather. She doesn't want to ask more of you, but she says before you guys get some rest, you should take care of all matters because this was such an arduous task that once you begin to rest, she feels you guys will be resting for a good period of time.
Sus. But Grimly will just say as she walks by, make sure that doesn't fall in the wrong hands. Look, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
That's too damn bad.
I want Barb to, because she's just fucking done with today. Like ultimately, she wants to try to reach for her backpack, but her arm is missing, so she can grab a, but she can't get it because her arm is missing.
Okay, yeah, so you got to reach for your sack, and then as you kind of like motion your hips around to move the satchel to a place where your I believe it was your right hand, or was it your left?
It was my left because I was beating the shit with a fucking javelin.
I think it was John Mark's right hand that got scalded or messed up. That's what it was. So your left hand, yeah, it's gone. So when you go to move it, you kind of just move the nub, and you just kind of realize, oh shit, my arm is missing. And you kind of just do it awkward, like across the body, reach into the pouch of yours to grab some food, and begin to munch. Is anybody else doing anything else?
I'm gonna kind of just sit down, cross my legs, and just kind of chill.
My shit's at Barb's house, so I'm just waiting to see what she's doing.
Okay, Barb. Well, I guess what are you doing? You're leading the pack.
That's a terrifying proposition. So
Not-
Barb, the illiterate barbarian with one missing arm, the leader of what you guys are going to do. Let's just put that in context real quick.
I'm not here. I
You're
can
kind
laugh all I
of
want.
looking over at them like, yeah, I'm just waiting for. You hear Barb. You hear Grimly say, "I'm just waiting for Barb," and Barb kind of just looks up, and she doesn't give you an expression of like, well, this is what I'm thinking. I don't think she's giving you an expression of mad anger. You just see in her eyes just wariness, and beyond that, deep disappointment.
Like, you know, when your mom stays up wrapping Christmas gifts for you for Santa in the morning, and then you ask where X gift is, or are there more, or are we going somewhere? That. I hope that helps paint a mental picture for you.
Non's on the ground again. The bearing of his weight couldn't handle past what he's already did for those brief few seconds of standing. You see that try as he might, behind his face, his facade, you can see that he is torn.
Well, I think I'm ready for a nap, so I'm just gonna go home, guys. You're welcome to come with me, but I'm gonna be sleeping and probably drinking. I need to numb the pain from, my arm is off. As her adrenaline is dropping and she is just cranky.
Good.
Picking up on Barb's vibes, I'm sure she doesn't want to use her only arm to carry the kid, so I'll pick up Non.
Okay. What's your strength?
That's a fair point. 9. So -1. But I mean, carrying capacity, that it should be
Top
fine.
kick.
Yeah. I think you're gonna have to carry him as like on a piggyback more than like a baby like him. But yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to do it for picture of thought.
Yeah.
So, So you are carrying the kid on your back.
Cool.
Vivek and Takahe, what are you guys doing?
Oh, fuck. I have no idea what Takai is doing.
Is Barb and Grim are starting to wander off. Is that what's going on?
Is that what you're doing, Barb?
I'm
Yes.
assuming she's gonna
Cool.
probably go back to her house, or
Yes, that is the ideal plan, unless Shane decides to throw more stuff at us with my 1 HP. He really hates Barb.
I'm going to
You guys survived. It's all right.
open my eyes through my mask. Yeah, no one can see my face. And see that Barb is just kind of. So I'm gonna stand up, stretch, and then follow suit.
Okay, and is Takahe going too? That's you, Grim.
Is there anything that she would do otherwise?
Actually, yes, I'll take care of her character for you, so you don't have to worry about it tonight.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You see Takahe come over. She kind of grabs your hands and bows her head, and she speaks words in a tongue that you don't quite understand, but you can feel that it's a blessing of some sort. And she says, I believe fate will have us meet again. Especially if my mother has anything to say about it. And then she walks away without any response from you guys. She turns the corner and she's gone. To where nobody knows. So that being stated, you guys are taking Non over to Barb's house?
Well, I'm going home, and I'm hoping someone is carrying Non
Yeah,
somewhere. And if that's my house, that's fine.
I'm carrying on, and as we're starting to leave, I'll be like, I can replace that arm in the morning, if you'd like.
I got someone else that's willing to replace my arm. They seem a little more mentally stable than you. So
Right.
you wanted me to cut off your arm. I don't trust you, you butcher of arm. How do I know you won't take my other arm?
I can't argue with you, so.
I know,
Trust
that's
issues,
why I said it.
Touche.
That being stated, just a quick heads up. You guys are just going straight to Barb's house, right? Just beelining across the town.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, at a snail's pace, but yeah.
I would like to keep an eye out for enemies, and if so, I would like to try to avoid them as a group.
Okay. I mean, so going slow, nonchalantly through the arc, you guys are pretty keen to a lot of the alleyways and whatnot, so you guys are able to avoid trouble at your guys' pace. You do hear the occasional scream that pops up, kind of letting you know that every once in a while there is still an ilk somewhere alive. But you do hear that scream shortly followed up with a couple of the popping sounds, which you would only assume would be the gunfire. You guys eventually, after a long and arduous, very heavy breathing journey, you guys finally make it to Barb's house.
Can I keep an eye out for one of those guns?
You can try.
Would you like me to roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What would this be?
This would just be a standard perception check.
Okay. I have no idea what I rolled, but was it? Oh, bad. Yay. 9.
So with the 9, you do see a lot of guns, but they're in the hands of the soldiers.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that.
Barb, you arrive home, and as you arrive home, you find your door is wide open. I'll move your You guys need me to move your characters over for you? You guys know where it's at?
I don't. If you could. that would
Yeah,
be
same.
sweet.
Southwest, right next to the biggest building. That's an actual housing building inside the arc. I'll move Barb over there, and you guys can click on Barb for reference.
Okay.
Oh no, Barb disappeared.
Again?
No, I was dragging something and I clicked off my stream.
Mm. Oh, it's
Alright.
over here. I see. Yeah. I remember. So Barb sees the door open. She's just gonna let out a sigh because this is just that kind of day.
You guys see where it's at, Vivek and Grim?
Yeah, I'm over there.
Yeah, I'm going there right now.
All right. As you make your way upstairs, Barb, to kind of take a look at what's going on, you do see that your house has been kind of broken into. Now, a lot of the more meager chef tools, those are all still there and accounted for. Let me change my cut high so I can see inside the building. What is missing, though, is that decanter-like picture that you have over in the corner right here.
They stole my wine.
They stole your winemaker, correct?
Bitches. What
Well,
about my
luckily
backpack?
Barb doesn't have any more rages for the day. Otherwise, she would be spending one probably right about now.
Move.
But other than that, everything else seems to have been okay. Doors are open, tables been overturned, but that's all easily fixed within 10 to 15 minutes. But I think you guys are also exhausted. You probably more than kick it out of the way and just pass out. Is that safe to
Yes, I
say?
was gonna say Barb is just gonna haul her ass over to the bed and lay down, and she doesn't even close the door behind her. She's just so glad to be home.
Grimly would like to make sure his backpack's still there before he passes out.
Okay. So Grimly takes a look at his belongings. The belongings that people left kind of all together. Anybody that left belongings here would be here. You do see that they have been rummaged through. But for the most part, it seems that they have left it alone. Very uncharacteristic of thieves.
Oh, they're looking for something. Okay, I go night night.
All right, Quebec, are you going in there and passing out too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
And Non as well. All right, Non did not get transported. You guys fail. Whoever was carrying Non.
I can't carry on.
The man who has -1 to strength.
It's still you can still carry a lot with -1.
He was carrying Non halfway through. It fell off, and he didn't know if Non fell off. and he was still
No, it's
holding the
not
weight of it.
canon. I didn't have permission.
All right. Back over at the end. You have Finian, Hard, and Yoroshi. You guys walk into the front door, and you see that this that Rule's Rule has been turned into a makeshift infirmary. As you guys walk in, you do see that there are a couple of drunkards standing next to you. Particularly this one stands out, the ogre. Excuse me, Rule. He's standing out. He has a cup in his hand, which is very unusual. Usually he's spit shine in a cup or cleaning a cup, but this one you do see that it is filled with some sort of liquor. You see that he's drinking it. And as you guys walk in, he puts it down and he looks at you. You guys coming for a treatment? And as he says that, you see beyond him multiple people kind of laid flat on the floor. I didn't put him in there because I did not have the tokens to do so, so I do apologize. Nonetheless, he looks at you. Well, where's your other friends?
They got caught up with a very tall dead dude, from what it looked like. And
Go ahead.
we did not have the means to do anything about him, so we took off. It took us a while to get here. We had to kind of fight our way through it still. And we're not even sure if they survived.
Rule size. You see him kind of just close his eyes for a moment. His eyes kind of flutter underneath his eyelids. You can kind of see it moving, almost like a rapid pace. And then he opens them. He says, "Most of your friends, I feel, weathered the storm. But I feel like you guys have a lot to talk about." He says, "Well, what are you needing? We don't have much in the terms of resources or manpower at the moment. We are currently helping everybody in the Ark."
A place to stay would be kind of nice. With us back on our feet, we can go search for the rest of our party.
He kind of chuckles. He's like, "I don't have any room to spare. Perhaps one of the rooms upstairs will have enough room for you to lay down and rest your head for the night, but..."
I don't need much. I usually sleep outside anyway. Honestly, under one of these tables would suffice for me.
He looks at you. He looks over at Hard.
In the meantime, I can help you out with anything you can trust me with.
He looks at you. He was looking more for approving rather than what you would do, but that's great. I like it. Inspiration. Finian is just looking at everybody. He's just being very, almost fidgety. Like you see him when he meets your gaze. He kind of looks at you for the briefest of instants before you see it averted back down to the ground, and then he starts kind of just looking around at everything and starts slowly spinning. And is getting ever faster.
Oh no. Here he goes again.
And then Finian stops. And you see him just trying to catch his breath. You do see that there is a table nearby you can go and lay under if you would like, Hiroshi. But he did say that if you want to look upstairs, you could as well. What would you guys like to do?
I'm not trying to be a bother to anyone upstairs, especially with like how many people he's been servicing. Like, I would assume they would need all the help they could get and as much space as they could possibly have here. So, under the table is fine with me.
Okay.
Finian's kind of in his own head right now, so I'm just gonna usher him under the table with me, and I'm gonna hold him.
Noted. All right. Hard. How would you like to help in this ordeal that is afflicting Rules Tavern? There are multiple areas that you can do. You can either A, assist with medical treatment of the individuals that are in this area. B, and you can do that in various ways, however you think it would cover that status. B, you can help correlate some sort of porridge or stew to feed the sick, weary, and hungry. Or C, you can try to take over and try to get a head count to help better manage resources for Rule during this time of issues. I forget what the word is, sorry.
I'll help with the medical stuff, because there's probably a lot of like cleanup that needs to be done.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a medicine check?
How did I not see this coming? I can apply my jack of all trades at least for a +1. 17.
Okay. I do see you have a 3 on your medicine check.
And I'm not like proficient or anything. I still get to
You can still add it. Yeah, it's half proficiency, so you can still add it there, and it still works. It's just,
Oh.
what the proficiency does is it gives you your proficiency bonus to it. So you may not be proficient in it, but you can still do it. So because your wisdom is a 3, or
Man, my wisdom's a 2, but I get
Yeah.
a +1 from
from
Jack
half
of all trades.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why you, that +1's added to the 2 to make it a 3. So that's why you have a 3. So you got a 19 total. So good job.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
With that 19, you are able to assist more than what you thought you could. You are, even though your body's wary, your hands are wary, your mind is wary. You manage to push yourself a little bit, recalling other instances when your healer / medic was helping or assisting in the medical injuries when you guys were down in the dark. Now, you weren't quite apt at this at all, but you do see, as you're walking around taking a look at people, you're picking up a couple individual skills that you are able to not just turn around but immediately apply to the vicinity. This is something, not saying uncharacteristic by any means, but something that you weren't expecting and you find yourself very astute at doing. You do help multiple individuals, so that XP total that I gave you, add 30 to it. Nonetheless, you find yourself after a couple hours, you look over, you see Yoroshi is... Well, Yoroshi, are you doing anything else, or are you just passing out? Like you're holding
No,
Finian, but...
yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to comfort him as much as I can because of the kind of state he's in.
Cool beans. So you look over and you see Yoroshi passed out. Finian is passed out, but he's still fidgeting in his sleep in ways. You kind of reach up to your head and scratch your brow, and as you do, you realize this whole time you've been healing everybody, you've been doing it with the chef's hat on.
Oh yeah, boy.
Just a heads up too, I did add that chef's hat to your equipment in your backpack, so you have that there.
I don't know why I didn't have it in. I thought I would have done. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm talking about on D&D Beyond. I'm not sure if you put it there on D&D Beyond or not. You probably put it on like your description, but I actually created the item for you.
I don't ever go on there. But
Oh, okay.
thank
Cool,
you.
cool. No worries.
You never go into D&D Beyond.
No.
I mean, if you know what's going on with the character, you don't really need to. It's more of a
True.
for me to double check things as we go and level up and stuff like that. So like literally, you only need to go on there once, like per level up if needed.
It gives me
You get
+1
anything
to
new.
cooking, right?
Yeah, just +1 to cooking is very basic. I mean, what I put was this
one to
off-white chef's hat is light and adds 6 inches to the wearer's height due to the length of the hat. When looked upon, the rustic stains of this hard work, the rustic sinks. When looked upon, the rustic stains from hard work and food alike bring character to this off-white beige color it has. When one puts the hat on, they feel the spirit of their inner chef. They feel the spirit of the chef in them come out, allowing them to do things ever so slightly different than how they normally would when they cook, such as perhaps a little bit of extra flavor here or a little bit of longer searing there, sometimes leading to success in culinary arts, which is a +1. But yeah, you add 30 to the extra XP that you got.
Yep.
Good stuff. Were you going to rest your head afterwards?
Yeah.
Cool beans. So you guys are all sleeping. So now at this point in time, if you took average HP, great, add that average HP to your HP bar. If you rolling for it, now would be the time to roll.
Thanks, Daddy-O.
Can you remind me? I think I took average, but I want to make sure.
Yes, you took average.
Okay, that's what I
Fuck yeah,
thought.
let's go.
Ah,
I now have 35 max HP.
God, the
Someone's-
bard has almost as much HP as I do. This is bullshit.
Yeah, let's go.
When you're coming and going, things start rising.
What we're gonna do here is probably gonna take a couple minutes. We're gonna talk about what you guys did, what you guys did for your level up, what extra stuff you guys are getting, kind of cool flair. Anything specific to you? You said you have 35 HP now.
Yeah, max, yeah.
I have 35 as well.
Let's
Wow.
go.
Okay. Matt, what's your new HP?
37.
You hit the ID 12, Matt?
Yes.
I want a
Okay.
D12.
I was just making sure I was double checking my note that you were taking half, and the math does add up.
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm letting D&D Beyond do all of it, so I only have to think. Because math is hard for a barbarian; they can't read.
Math is fine. Alright, Grim, what's your new HP max?
27.
Thank you.
New AC is 18.
And that's because of shield, right?
Shield and my dex did go up by 1 because I grabbed a skill expert feat, but I don't know if it adds to it. I'd have to double check. But yeah, my shield is currently giving me +3. Yep. Because I infused it with enhanced defense.
Okay. The beans, bam, bam, bam. I'm just moving things around here on my HP spreadsheet a little bit. Sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and start off. Andrew, did you get anything special or exciting for your level 4?
I think I'm gonna go with a feat instead of
Ability point?
ability points. Yeah.
Okay. Respect. Do you know what feat you're gonna take?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take actor. It gives me advantage on performance and deception checks when I'm pretending to be someone else, and I figure with my experience with Phonian, it like goes right into why that would make sense. And then additionally, I can mimic the speech of other people and sounds made by other creatures by listening to them for at least 1 minute.
Oh, you're a Kenku.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay, I like that.
And it gives me
Alright.
a +1 to charisma as well, so I still technically get a point, but not the double point. But
Yeah, it works. Okay, cool beans. What about you, Matt?
So I'm torn on the feat I want to take. I don't know if I want to do Great Weapon Master or Sentinel. Great Weapon Master is if I crit, I get an extra attack, or I down a creature to 0 hit points, get an extra attack, and I can sacrifice 5 to hit to get 10 damage. Or
Jesus.
I gotta re-pull it up. Or I can go with Sentinel, which when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0. Or creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take disengage. And
Ooh.
when a creature makes an attack against a target other than me, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
God,
So
that's good.
if I'm shoulder to shoulder with somebody and the enemy goes after them, I get to whack him. I don't know which one I want. They're both really good.
Roll a die.
Okay. Odds, Sentinel, evens, Weapon Master. Weapon Master, cool.
Nice.
That's that.
D-Shane, the universe is just telling me that Barb just solves all her problems with her.
Since your melee is your -5 at +10, is that before you make the attack, or can you do it when you hit?
No, it's. I have to say it before I declare during the attack.
Darn. I was hoping it would be like,
Yeah.
well, I give it follow through with this one.
Well, it's going to be really really kind of cool because when Barb crits, and you guys see, she does crit quite a lot.
Yeah.
Get an extra free attack with a D6 plus rage damage plus everything. So I could also get plus 10 to that same damage. So that'll be cool.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, that's pretty cool. What about you, Vivek?
Well, I am level 5, so I gain an extra attack, and I have stunning attacks.
You're gonna hate that stunning strike, Shane.
I'm playing with 8 people. I can't count for every fucking thing, so I'll take it. I'm already hating some things, like a guy that can run across the fucking map that I create. So
I Naruto run, bro. Leave me alone.
it is what it is. Okay.
You got
I
two of
think
them.
I don't get an ability because that's at level 4.
Yep.
So I really think that's really about the gist.
All right.
Extra attack and stunning attacks.
All right, let's go with Grimly. I know Grimly got the most, so I left him for last, I want to say.
So yeah, he has more dreams from his ancestors, but these are just like visions of other people using the infiltrator suit and how to use it like effectively, because he was kind of just doing out in the open, but you know, they kind of showed him the ways, if you will. So he is going to grab the skill expert feat. He's going to get +1 to dex, but he's also going to gain expertise, well, first proficiency, then expertise in stealth. So now he has +7 to his stealth with advantage if his suit is on, which it usually is. And then he's going to, when he wakes up, take his hammer and smack his shield, and his shield kind of transformer, like, you know, turns metallic and, you know, glows with a little bit of blue, and then the blue fades away a little bit. But he reinforced his shield with magic, essentially. I think that's it.
Okay, and you said you took a feat, the expertise.
It's skill expert. Yes, it gives proficiency and then expertise in a skill, and you get to add 1 point into a stat, and I put it in dexterity.
Gotcha. Cool beans. All right. I would ask Finian as well as Yoroshi and John Mark, but they're kind of sitting in the same boat. What I mean by
change my name, by the way.
Oh,
John Mark's dead.
What do you mean? No, I'll change your name in game in a second. I'll rename the figure for you. It's just a figure's name, John Mark, inside D&D. So when I spawn it, it's gonna say that, and I just got to rename it every time. Not a big deal.
Way to go, you asshole, for dying.
But what I meant by that is, the next day comes around, and you guys are all kind of just relaxing, trying to get your breath, realizing what's going on. Finian, Hard, and Hiroshi, are you guys staying at Rules Rule, or are you guys going home? Or rather, back to the encampment?
I think I'm gonna ask him, Rule, if he still needs an extra, hand around here, because again, Hard's assuming that his friends are probably dead.
Okay.
So.
He does look at you as like, if you have time to offer, I'll make sure that it's worth your time. If you want to stay here and work, cool.
Yeah. I'd like to help turn this back into a business again.
Okay, cool. What about you, Yoroshi and Finian?
Sorry, I was dealing with something. What's going on? Sorry.
No worries. Give me 1 second. I'm actually have to type a message. Give me 1 second. So essentially, what's happening right now is you guys are just waking up. What's going on is you guys are waking up. You see that Hard's talking to Rule, and Rule spoke to him, and Hard offered to stay here to assist with the sick, the injured, or whatever else is needed. But he's looking, Hard's looking over at you and seeing what you guys are going to do.
Okay. Since me and Finian both woke up, yeah.
Correct. You guys are all woke up together. Finian is back in his fidgety nature. He's a little bit calmed down, but you can something's still up.
Okay. Knowing how he can get, I'm gonna try and take him elsewhere, seeing as bringing him here and sleeping didn't really help. So we are gonna take off to the library I'm gonna try and find some answers at the library.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's gonna be much of a help right now.
All right, so you guys go ahead and move over to the library if you want.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where that's at. It's been so
No
long.
worries.
We were in combat for so long. I don't remember.
See my blue.
Pew, pew, pew. Shrink it down. Oh yeah, okay. I see you.
Alrighty. So you guys arrive at the library. You see that the door has been ripped off. Inside hasn't been destroyed by any means. It actually looked like, out of most spots inside the Ark at that time, it's actually rather clean and organized. You see inside the librarian that you're most used to, Vannon. You see that she's standing there looking at you guys kind of in the door, and she's like, well, don't leave the door hanging there. Come on in and close it. And she kind of gives a chuckle as you realize the door is not even on its hinges.
Oh shit! I accidentally put Vinny upstairs. My bad. There we go.
What can I do for you today? Come to return your book?
Matter is a bit more pressing, but I can return my books to you as well. Well, your books back to you. Yes. Do you have anything on what the fuck's going on with him? Like you see this? Have you seen this before? Have you read about this? Because
She looks at you.
I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm looking for answers. I mean, he's not even talking to me. He's been mumbling to himself, and he just seems like a shell of a person at this point, just in shambles.
Kind of looks over. Let me go check one of my medical books here.
As that happens, I'm gonna hand her the books I borrowed, which I believe was a haiku book and one of slam poetry. But in it is gonna be some of my poems, just like in it too, as like, what is it? Like additions to the collection here.
Got you. Okay. And if you want to give me, is that the poem you gave me already, or is that a different poem?
No, I have a few. I'll send them to you.
Okay, cool. Because I got the Lone Traveler one. So she walks away. She takes her book. You see her set it on the table here as she disappears behind a column of rocks, a column of cobblestone as she begins to fidget. Oh my god. Fidget with the books over here. Thank you. And as she does, she comes back and you see that she's holding a book. This book is Tailspire, you're cooking me. Thank you. You see this book is covered in what seems to be a cross of a sort. She's reading through it. She's like, well, unfortunately, there's a lot of things that it could be, but I'm leading to something called trauma.
That was OOC.
I was laughing at him, but it was OC. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I think it's something called trauma. I would maybe take him someplace that he'd be comfortable in and let him just relax and process. Don't let him be by himself. But he needs to process whatever it is that's causing this, whatever it was that did cause it. It's still going through his head, and he needs time.
Okay. Thank you. I hand her 2 gold. Just because I know the books are long overdue.
Thank you. That's a lot. And as you go to walk away, she's like, wait. Here, this is for you. And it's another book of poetry titled The Sad, Sad Whale.
Sounds like a sad whale.
Sweet.
She's like, take that time while you do whatever you need to do to help him collect himself. I'm sure that you will find time for yourself to read this. And she begins to turn and walk away.
All right. We take our leave. I know a familiar place where he'd feel comfortable would be back at our camp, whether it's in shambles or not. But it's a very familiar place for him.
Okay.
So that's where we shall go. You said it was south, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, I don't think it's this one right out in front of the library.
Yeah, your tent has a chair next to it, special.
Yeah. That's right. It's this one right here.
So you come over here and you do see that this tent city actually is there's 1 or 2 tents torn down, but for the most part it seems to be rather in structure. You do see that you have a couple new neighbors that weren't there prior to your escapade
Wait.
down.
Yeah, true. Wait, this is like a eek, dude. Hell yeah.
A couple different neighbors that you don't recognize. You do see Rick is sitting in a chair nearby, and as he comes by, instead of his uproarious manner when he usually tries to greet you, you see he kind of just nods his head. You see that he does have a large gash going across his tricep in his arm. But other than that, he seems to be unscathed, and he is restructuring his tent so he can stand back up. His tent is one of the ones that was destroyed.
Rough.
But other than that, are you doing anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Cool beans. So you guys are just resting at your tent?
Yes. We'll just,
Cool
like I
beans.
said, just give him time to process things, hang out with him, just be there for him if he needs me.
Got you. Barb, Vivek, and Grimly, you guys pass out like a rock. But you guys are woken up by... Well, Barb, you are woken up by someone kind of pushing you, nudging you in a way. Vivek and Grim, you guys wake up by a sound of sobbing in a sense. Wake up! I want to go home. You see, Nan is pushing Barb. And Nan is doing this from a seated position as he can't find himself standing up.
Oh, whoops.
I want to go home. Why am I here?
All right, let's get you
Barb
home.
stirs awake. What does she? So she sees Dawn, but what does she really see?
She sees none. You see your whole house is actually in worse condition than what you saw originally, but it is not as bad as it could be. You do see that you are missing a couple additional blocks that you were not able to account for in your quickness to just lay flat on your bed. Your wine decanter is missing, a couple, as well as with a couple of your jars that you have on the shelf. They have been emptied. Whatever was in them, their contents is gone. But other than that, everything else in your house is still there. So essentially, the only difference between last night and this night is two crates, and missing contents of jars. So you made out kind of like a champ, despite having your door open throughout this entire ordeal.
I still need to get down to the bottom of who left it open. But
I don't think we.
I'm blaming Chris. With how he just started to protest immediately.
I don't
it's
think
Chris.
we left it open.
I think Barb would try to console Non, like kind of hug him and just like do the it's gonna be okay kind of shush 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 kind of thing that mom's.
Okay. It doesn't stop him. He's still crying. He's trying to keep it together, but knowing that he's out of that, knowing he's on the surface, he looks at you, and as Barb is shushing him, he turns his head and he looks over at Grimly. Take me home.
Country road.
Damn it, that's gonna be stuck in my head for a little
So
bit.
he wants to go to the place where he belongs.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk over to Barb's.
do we-
Oh, go ahead.
Know where home is?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lon's house. I think only a couple of people went there to talk to Non's parents. It was Grimly. Let me double check here.
Wow, I was muted this whole time. Oh my
It was
goodness.
great. It was the best time that I've had playing this game.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. I would like to walk over to Barb's table and put 5 gold on it and say, thank you for your hospitality. And then I'll look over at Non and be like, alright, let's get you home. And I'll hit the button to turn my suit off.
Okay. You hit the button to turn off your suit. You can turn it on and turn it back off willy-nilly, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So you hit the button as you say, let's go. He's sitting on the ground. You hit the button, disengaging your second arm.
Yep.
And you realize you got to piggyback this kid with one arm. So
Okay, instead of the whole suit, it'll be the helmet. I can don and doff
Okay.
the helmet.
oh, okay, cool beans. All right, sorry. I just want to let you know.
No,
that
that's
you
very
got one arm.
important. That, yeah, we'll do it that way.
Okay, so Grimly does know where Non's house is.
Mhm.
I don't think you went with them. I think you went to the potion shop, Barb, when they went to Non's house. So you wouldn't know. Vivek didn't go with them either. So only Grimly would know. So if you want to follow, you can follow them. Elsewise, unless you have other affairs to attend to.
No, aside meeting a man about an arm. No, I think the walk would probably do some good after. So how long were we asleep anyway?
So you're not quite sure if you slept the full 8 hours or if you slept even more. As a torching, unless you go outside and ask somebody what lighting of the torch it is, it's not going to tell you. But we'll say, for instances, you did, you would know that you have slept for about 16 hours.
Okay, I feel like we need to go. I would be kind of like crampy or whatever, so I think a walk would probably do some good. So I'll go too. Plus, I don't want Non to be left with Grimly if he gets into a mood of cutting off arm.
Okay. So you guys walk off and start making your way towards Non's house.
Making my way.
Do you guys know where Non's house is?
Me personally, no.
No worries. It's directly north or excuse me, directly east of where you guys are at the far east air purification center on the left side. I will.
That 2-story? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep, got it. And again,
Alright,
I'm not forgetting to carry him. I can't.
no problem. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over to. We're just gonna do some checks for Hard. Hard, why don't you give me? Are you still assisting with medicine, or are you doing something else? It's the same 3 instances that you could choose. Are you there, Andrew?
He's dead.
Okay. We'll come
He
back.
failed his medicine check. He died.
No problem. We'll come back to him. Yeah, let's just go back up to Nan so we can get that done real quick. So you guys come to Nan's door. You see Nan's door is slightly ajar. And you hear voices inside coming out. You see the father standing next to the mother, and they're just kind of holding each other, crying.
I'll knock on the door.
You hear kind of startled. Who is it?
I'll open the door a bit. And I'll put my
Yep.
hat on.
You're just gonna open their door.
Yep. And then I'm gonna step to the side so they can see Nan. Because I set him down before I did this.
Okay. So you step to the side, and they see their child crawling on the ground.
No.
Oh,
He can't stand up.
Oh,
So
I
you
didn't
can-
know that. Of course I'm fucking...
No, Shane did say.
God, I'm trying to go for a dramatic, here's your son, I found your
No,
kid
that's
thing.
fine. It is. It's fine. That works out fine. It gives a comedic portion of what we're doing inside it.
The poor kid, though. I didn't... Oh, okay.
No, let me explain. So you you get them up to the door. You see the door's kind of slightly ajar, and
Mhm.
inside you see them crying. You're not sure what's going on, but in a motion to lift their spirits, you kind of shuffle the kid down. With the wince, he kind of is settled on the ground. You kind of just look at him, look at the door, and kind of nod with that assurance that you know what's going to happen. You give a brief knock, and you hear, "Who is that?" And almost without a split second, you kind of push the door open, and it kind of just
Oh,
opens.
no.
And as it does, you see the father say, Lon?
Oh, yeah, shit.
Lon? Is that you? And he steps up. Why are you on the ground? Come to me, my son. And then the kid starts crying. That's where the comedy portion comes in. Okay, nonetheless, not so much funny of a kid crawling. It's sad, but eventually he makes it there, and the dad comes the full 90 instead of the whole 100, and picks up the kid, and you see that he's cradling. My son, what? Oh, yeah, I'm so happy, but I have some sad news too. But let's rejoice. Sit, and you see him kind of just, or rather, you hear the scooching of a chair as he begins to sit his child down in this chair, and liquid begin to pour a glass. And he looks kind of outwards, and he kind of sees just the silhouette of your shadow from the torch that's overlooking you. Oh no, you have the torch on. There's not a torch outside. I thought it was a torch.
Oh, yeah, my bad. There we go.
My bad. Okay, well, he doesn't see anything. He kind of looks outside expecting to see something else. And he sees Grimly peek his head around the corner.
No, I start walking towards the group.
So he sees Grimly not peeking his head around the corner, but nonchalantly walking away from the door that he just opened. Wait!
Turn
Did you bring our
around.
son back? See, I told you they can be trusted. They brought our son back. Thank you. At least we have one son left.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
Well, you see, Nan has died.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they might let this run for, or he might let this run for a very long time. That's actually non. They played a trick on you guys so that they wouldn't get in trouble for one going missing. It made no sense. But the one that was in your house the whole time, that was Lon. I'm saying that right, Shane?
You are saying that correct. Is that, and that's what you say?
Yeah, I let him know. That's fucked up. Kids
Okay,
not
don't
gonna fucking
worry.
tell him.
I mean, it's up to you. However you want to do what you did. I mean, that's interesting. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's never a good sign, Chris. Why? Interesting.
Bruh, the parents
Give
have
me
a
a
right to know which fucking twin died. Are you kidding me?
You're not wrong, but I mean, are you right?
No.
No, it doesn't matter if Chris is right. What matters is what do the parents think about that, Shane? We
you see the whole time as you're going through this, the father's eyes kind of become distraught. But so is this Lon or is this non?
This is non.
So Lon's dead.
How did Lon die? Are you sure he's dead?
How did anybody else die? So many people died in the ark. And he begins to break down. He's like, I can't talk about it right now. It is as recent as you know. He looks over at Non. He bends down. He embraces Non. We told you never to do that. Your brother's dead. I'm sorry. But rejoice, you have returned. He sighs. And you see that he begins to pat his son on the leg and he winces a little bit and he looks down and he sees the knees and he's shocked. What happened? What happened to your legs? What did you do to my boy?
We didn't do anything except save his life.
It is true, Father. They did everything they could do to help me, and unfortunately, it was my overhaste that caused this. But look what I can do. You see him put his finger guns up to
shit.
the sky.
Yes.
What do I see?
Let's roll on this magic table of numbers.
Oh, shit.
You see two firebolts fly out of his fingertips. Dual firebolts fly out of, one fireball out of each fingertip, so two firebolts fly up and hit the ceiling. If it wasn't for the ceiling being made out of granite and the black marks that is scorched into the ceiling above, you see the mother say, "No, no, my son will not be of that foul nature."
Oh, Jesus. That foul nature saved his life.
What?
burn the witch.
What do you mean it saved his life?
It saved his life. In fact, it saved my whole party's life. He took down a monster half the size of your house. You should be proud of him.
Oh, I am proud. So you're saying if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be here?
If it wasn't for each other, neither of us would be here.
But he saved you.
Yes, he saved.
Barb says over there from yonder, my son's a hero.
Yes, the greatest hero that we have met in our travel.
You see him kind of walk around his son. You see admiration in his eyes. And he looks over. Our son will learn magic, whether you like it or not. And you see this is the first time that he's been really,
Awkward.
well, actually, I don't want to say been really stern with him because he did make a comment earlier in the interactions you guys had back in like the first days of the arc. But you see that she's taken aback by this and huffs and walks off and is upstairs. He turns around and he says, I don't have much, but I managed to find this. It's my grandpa's old ring. And he hands it to you.
I'll take it.
It's not much for the payment of you and your party. It's only one thing. But I'm hoping it will suffice.
I wasn't really expecting anything at this point. There's a lot going on right now. And forgive me if this is insensitive, but did you see your son die? Do you know?
Can I smack Grim for asking that question?
Oh boy.
So
That would be the kind of question Barb would smack him for.
yes, please, you can if you want to. I need 30 seconds to think because I wasn't expecting that question by any odds. So yes, he does. He does
Do you
see.
want me to roll it?
You
Yeah.
have to roll against his army class. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go smoke a bowl because that is dark, Grim.
Look, if he doesn't know
well,
for sure his fucking kid is dead, then
Well,
maybe we can find him.
God, but that's an Aspie way of asking. Jesus Christ.
So
Grim
hold
is
on.
not charismatic. I'm being, just throwing that out there.
That's
Fine.
called tact, not charisma. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's fine. My issue is give me 1 second here.
He's got the same problem as I do. He's not very good at communicating his thoughts.
You're lucky you're chaotic neutral. You're lucky you're chaotic neutral.
You looked at me, you son of a bitch.
So
Vivek sees Barb smacking Grim, so Vivek's gonna give him one too.
roll an attack.
It's a party now. Roll it. Roll it.
You gotta roll the hit, Vivek.
Miss.
16.
Miss.
Spend a key point. Spend a key.
Do it. You won't.
Yeah, well,
He just called you a bitch.
Oh, now you're just taunting me. What the fuck? No.
So you guys come up and you guys both miss Grimly. Grimly, you feel wafts of air pass by your ears as you kind of just look over, and and Vivek and Barb is like right next to you, looking at you kind of intently, and you're not sure why. And you see their hands kind of in motion at their hips, and you kind of realize, oh, they just missed you. And the guy looks at you and he says, I of course saw him. Why else would I say my son is dead? And he closes the door.
Ah, shit.
Smooth move.
Yeah. Interesting. So you got a ring. Good job.
Cool.
You got a ring after being a dick.
Look, I didn't know.
No,
I
he got
thought
the ring before being a dick, and then he was a dick after.
he was trying to help.
It makes it that much worse. So.
Vivek's gonna
Asking about an extremely traumatic event.
Vivek's gonna hold out his hand for the
Worst
ring.
moments. I'm a hero.
What? You want this?
I'm gonna still hold out my hand.
Can I, do I feel any magic in this ring?
You do feel magic in the ring?
Wow, he wants to piss off the two frontliners. That's smart.
I'll Rochambeau you for it.
The monk. Okay. He wins.
Rock parchment shears.
He does the
Boulder parchment shears. God damn.
The boulder.
The boulder takes
Uh,
issue with hitting a girl.
Vivek's still gonna hold out his hand.
He's gonna suggest it. And you're just like ring.
Chris is having a inner monologue right now.
No, I'm really not trying to drag this out, but I really
It's gonna be like an extra D6 to unarmed damage or something.
I'll hand it to him.
Vivek's just gonna sit there and study it.
Okay, I'm studying the ring.
Barb's gonna hold her hand out for the ring.
Barb is holding out her hand for the ring.
While he's studying that, I'm gonna pull out those tools that I found in the dungeon and see if they're anything special.
The what?
You gave me a bag of tools I found in the dungeon.
Correct.
What a tool.
And they are tools.
Mundane, high quality.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Are you holding your hand out for the ring though?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna look at Barb, nod, and then act like I'm handing the ring, but like hand it to like where her other arm was and drop it and say oops and walk away.
God damn.
Okay, noted. Barb, the ring falls to the ground. These tools are mundane tools, and they're armorer tools. Or excuse me, not armorer tools, blacksmithing tools.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Barb, the ring's on the ground. Are you picking it up?
God, I fucking hate you guys. Yes, of course Barb's gonna pick it up. What girl is gonna say no to jewelry?
Okay, so you pick up this ring. You don't have any magical presence about you, so you just see that it's a fancy gold ring.
That's what she wants it for, is because it's pretty.
Okay. Do you put it on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool beans.
I don't know magic exists.
Yeah, no worries. So fantastic. What are you guys doing next?
I guess just
Vivek's walking towards Rules Rule.
Cool. What about you? Blah 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 blah. You, Grimly, and Barb.
Unless I like what Barb wants to go do, I guess I'll take a walk around the town without my suit on and see the damage and see if there's any like weirdos that have their shops open after a zombie attack.
Yeah, there are still a couple shops that are open around town. I mean the landscape is very not happy, as you can tell. A couple buildings are on fire here or there. You do know the air purifiers are being put to max, as there is a fog in the air, and that fog isn't actual fog, it's just smog that hasn't been sucked up or cycled out. All the heavier smoke particles are being sucked in first. But I mean, the general sense of the town is it's been hit drastically and in a capacity that was unforeseen, and many people, you do see bodies are kind of wrapped up in like some sort of material or thrown to the side of the road. You do see something unexpected, which is a couple carts of ilk bearers walking around collecting these bodies. Now, that catches you off guard, but you do see that they're being escorted by a group of gunmen. In addition, they seem to be wearing a arm patch of sorts.
Okay.
Which is different than the arm patch. Not so much. You do know that it's a different attire than the previous ilk bearer, as far as the arm patch goes, because they all pretty much look the same. You do see that on this arm patch, though, it does have the green plus symbol for the medic symbol.
Oh. I get reminded of John Mark, and I start making my way to Rules Rule. Rules Rule? What is it?
Rules Rule.
Thank you.
Barb, you're going there too?
Yeah, and Barb's gonna spend her time staring at her hand. Now she has some pretty jewelry. It's the first jewelry she's ever got.
Okay. You guys all go to rules rule if you want. I do apologize. Can I get a 5-minute, guys, real quick? I'm sorry.
You know what that means, Matt? I gave you a ring.
Are we getting married?
Oh, there it is.
Hang on. I just want you to know I have kids.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going for the mutters.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need 5 minutes, Tyler. We need to get this erotic roleplay going now. Otherwise, I think
Right
you'll.
now.
He's sucking on them teats.
He's inspired.
Oh, I do have inspiration. Let's go. But that's for the con check for the inevitable STD that we'll try to get.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No.
Just saying, barbarian tribes are very dirty and promiscuous.
It's alright. I'm a doctor. I got what can kill that shit.
Antibiotic. Give yourself a Z-pack called it.
No, he's got some nitro silver, so that way it'll help kill most of the bad bacteria.
Sounds like a medical thing I should understand, but I don't because I'm in IT.
I'm in IT. The only reason why I know that is because I used to work with a porn star.
You fucking brag about it, bro. Damn.
Alright.
Or you still work, huh?
She is not a well-known porn star by any means whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's true. Wait, what's her name though?
That sounds terrible on the internet.
Asking for a friend?
So I can avoid her.
Yeah, send me a link.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
her
so I can
platform?
avoid it.
There.
Make sure it's not purple already.
I'm just gonna say saw.
I will say this: she used to be. Actually, she might still be a bartender.
Fucking true, bro. Fucking straight up. Where's my sauce?
I'm
at?
talking
Yeah,
about
where's the
Jenny.
sauce?
No, Jenny's not a porn star. Unless she started doing an OnlyFans with her twin sister. I think that'd be the only way she'd get away with it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember Clinton? Well, I guess maybe Andrew, you're the only one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Did you hear about one of his ex-girlfriends went into?
No.
I can't remember her name for the life of me, but it was like such a stereotypical like porn name, but like an '80s porn name.
Oh my
Oh.
god, no way.
Hey,
It was
Andrew,
like,
did you know that Brett has an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I'm not
Brett
surprised.
has an only.
We've had this conversation before.
I don't think Tyler was here for this.
Oh.
I know he was like talking with some chick that was like doing some stuff, and I think he got featured. Some things,
not
but-
only has he been
Featured.
featured, he's been doing.
does
it
that mean you have like a
with-
guest appearance? Is that the same?
So after
Featured.
he got a divorce from his wife that he has 2 kids with. Like this guy went off the fucking deep end. He's got like orange fucking hair now. He's taking all these thirst trap photos. It's fucking great, man. I'm so glad I know him as a friend.
And not a lover?
No, I would not take him as a lover.
Oh, so you had the thought and the conversation. Okay.
It's already been processed.
Mm-hmm.
It's been processed, and that is filed away to no bueno.
Someone
I
got
like-
friend zoned.
I like my men with a little extra meat.
Hey, baby.
It's like 2 bears. So I used to have this friend named Mikey. We worked at the bars together. And there was this other bartender that everybody was absolutely hot for because she was kind of ratchet but really funny. And she had that cute gothic look that most guys are like thirsting over right now. And she said one night, because she had recently broken up with her boyfriend, that she would willingly sleep with me and this other guy, Mikey, if the 2 of us admitted that we were bears for each other and we took off our shirts and velcroed our chests together with our chest hairs
Gross.
in front of
Wait.
everyone.
I mean, hot. I mean,
So if you guys did that, does that mean you did the Devil's Three-Way?
We didn't. I was dating. I was dating my now wife at the time.
Does your wife know that you did a Devil's Three-Way?
Or the
My
Texas two-step with
wife
another man.
knows of the conversation,
But not
because we
follow
got
back
drunk.
because you were. Well, you guys made a contract. I think you still need to fulfill that end of the contract.
Nah, he moved to Japan. Can't be
Okay.
possible anymore.
But he can fly back. Planes still exist
They do for now.
for now. Yeah.
Get
Until they
Um,
realize
so-
the jet fuel. Wait, alright, James back, hold up.
Geez, so I'm back. I've been back for 2 minutes. I do apologize.
He's like, I almost came, honestly.
I said I was back and kept going, so I was just waiting for another pause. But nonetheless, we are back here. You guys are back at Rules Rule. The party is all together outside of Yoroshi and Finian. Did you guys move your characters over here? I do not see anybody over here but Grimly. So let's go ahead and grab them.
Where's rules rule again? Sorry, this map is so
Oh, you can
massive.
shift.
Shane.
You can shift click your character and then click on my character, and then you can place him next to me.
It's the most western side of the map,
Oh,
next to the
there
pier.
we go. Thanks.
So you guys are all coming back, and you guys do see Hard. Hard, make a medicine check for me real quick. I don't know if I had you doing a medicine check, but we're gonna be doing another one too.
I did one earlier. I can do another one.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was for yesterday, and this is today.
Oh no. 9.
Yet.
Okay. So you are helping around. You don't feel yourself doing too good of a patching up job, so you're doing more of the cleanliness work, making sure bandages are getting cleaned up, taken care of, and handed out as needed. You do see your buddies come walking in. You see Grimly, Barb, and Vivek come walking in through the front doors. You guys see him working on individuals. This time, particularly, he's standing on top of the counter, grabbing something from the other, from the shelves above, that chest above that you see. He is grabbing something out of the chests above, right here. But do you guys have any conversation?
Well, you guys want to sit down, get a drink?
I'll nod.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, so you
Probably.
guys
Go ahead.
You guys walk in and you guys look around and you do see that the floor is covered in people laying down. They are not on here per se because, like I said, I ran out of figures to put on here. So as you guys are weaving your way through the mess of masses to your usual table over here, you do hear a quite gruff. Well,
Hey.
fellas, I see you guys made it. What can we do for you?
Oh, I wanted to pay a double for a drink.
We're not a bar right now. We're more of a medic tent right now. You guys coming for a drink? Go to the marketplace. There's plenty of vendors out there.
You tell me you ain't got a fucking casket
Man,
back
you're
there.
you're fucking up left and right.
It's not that he's fucking up left or well, he does.
He's
his
just
back.
doubling down on some stuff.
But
He
he's
looks-
doubling down on like fucking up.
He looks over at Grimly, and then as he looks at Grimly, you see him turn and face Barb. I mean, I understand from him, and he kind of motions to Grimly and Vivek, but you know how I operate. I wouldn't expect you to think that I would be giving I'd be giving beer at this time.
I didn't ask
And-
for
and-
beer. That
Your friend
Oh.
here is ordering a double, is he not?
No,
he
no,
just-
I want to
he
pay
doesn't
you
know
double.
better, but I do, and I didn't ask. And listen, I've had a really rough day. I want Barb to put both of her hands up, but only one of them goes up in an effort for him to realize how rough this day was.
I'll do the same.
You hold it up, and he looks at you. He's like, "Oh, you lost weight."
Ooh.
Yeah, you could say that. It was kind of a painful regimen, honestly. I don't advise.
He laughs. You see him start walking back here behind the bar.
No, no, no. You're gonna come here and look at my nub. You're gonna make fun of it. You're gonna look at it.
Look at it.
Oh, he gets behind the bar and he turns around and he is still looking at your nub. He's like, I don't know if you heard, but Rodney had a little quarrel with somebody.
Oh, who?
I don't know, someone like you.
Someone like me. Is that some racial thing? I'm not cat.
They had
God
horns.
damn.
They
Sounds a
had
lot like you.
horns, so that's enough to say they're like me. It
Wow.
could have been an elk that came in here, and it's just like me, right?
I mean, he said it looked like a horned human. You said horny human, but I'm not gonna say that. But
You
It's the
just
horn
did.
fits.
Right?
I did, huh? And he laughs.
Are you saying there's another Minotaur here? Because I ran into one.
Half
She's
of
like
one.
weird, a weird, effeminate, weak one compared to my muscular stature.
Does she have hair on her chest?
I don't look at their chest. Why are you upset? Why are you looking at her chest?
Rodney looked at her chest. I'm just passing information.
Yeah, and I bet you're thinking about that hairy chest too. Are you looking at my hairy chest right now? Huh? Huh? Go ahead, get a better look. No, look me. Look.
Dwarves do like a hairy
Titties.
woman.
He walks over to you. You see him look you up and down, and he stops looking at your breast.
I want to slap.
You want to go ahead?
Wait, you mean like he stops to look at her breasts?
he
Or
stops to look at
stops
Barb, and-
looking at them.
No. He walks up, starts looking at Barb, looks her up and down, and then you see his eyes just after he does it a good one ups down. He just stops looking at her, or he stops, and then you see his eyes is just staring at her breast.
It's a
Oh,
17.
yeah.
With a 17, you miss.
Damn.
Again?
You feel your hand contact him. Like you do slap him in his face, but his face doesn't move. He doesn't budge. Your attack seems to have been ineffective. Is this what you wanted?
Uh-huh.
If we're being literal, you want to give me 1,000 gold while we're at?
Oh, it's a good point.
He laughs. 1,000 gold. Yeah, you're funny. Go find it on the ocean floor. That's what the word is these days. People bringing up treasures from down low. So
Well,
perhaps maybe you'll strike wish one day.
well, we did return the kid to the parents.
Well, you did?
Yeah, weren't you supposed? Didn't you receive payment for that?
I mean, when did you return the kid?
Just now.
I don't have the payment yet. No, I didn't know.
Ah,
Perhaps in a couple of weeks we'll all get payment and we can, as they say,
couple
it'll
weeks.
come down the ladder to you. I mean, getting a gold of that sum is something hard, Did they pay you that while you were there?
Sorry,
Ah.
something what?
No, they said that they paid you already.
Something gold hard?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Do you like gold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here's 2 gold.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. That was for yesterday's labor. Keep up the good work, and I'll raise it today.
All right.
Oh yeah, see, we're making agreements. I like it. Hey, Rodney, 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 where you at? Yes. Mom! And he launches himself over the counter and completely misses you and lands on the other side.
He was
Mom,
going
I
for
had
your
a-
arm that's not there.
Mom, I had a Mom, a bully attacked me.
Wait. A bully that's hairy? Like a bull? Does he look like me?
It was a horny human.
Oh my.
I don't. So he was a human that had horns, yeah?
Yes, that's what I said, a horny human.
Wait. I'm gonna go down and hug Rodney with my one good arm. Wow, this is really hard with one. I'm just gonna let him, cry, get it all out, and then hopefully he stops being so I'm just gonna say dramatic, honestly, and then we'll figure out what this horny human is.
Okay, he goes to begin to describe all the features and the placement of the skin pigments and stuff like that. And you realize that he's talking about Takahe, the one that gave you the potion inside the Oak Bear's Lodge.
Oh, that
Beat her ass.
I could. She's weak and not from any known tribe, so she can't even lift, 100 pounds. What?
I know, and she said I couldn't read.
Well, don't feel so bad. I can't read.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't.
You see him run over to Rule. You see, Rule? I don't have to read to be successful. Look at Barb.
No. You should really learn to read. It's kind of important. I have the smart people that I'm friends with read to me, but they keep opening snacks and then making things up. I don't know what reading.
See? Barb said it's okay not to read if I have friends I can read.
Oh my god. That's exactly what I said. 100% kid. Go make some friends.
Yay! And he's gone. Barb, what the fuck?
You want to fuck my day up? I will fuck your day up.
He looks around and grumbles. You hear a couple chuckles amongst the people that are injured laying on the floor, realizing what just happened. Not too often does Rule get one pulled over on him, such as that. Nonetheless, Rule sighs, and he pulls out a flagon and a couple of glasses, and he says, "If you're gonna be here, just make yourselves useful. You can either help by cooking, helping with managing the place, or help by healing. It's up to you. You guys gonna be staying here the night?"
Yeah, sure. I could do some
Yeah.
healing.
I'll probably be home so I can, if you're gonna pay me, so I can have that maximized.
I didn't say I was gonna charge you.
Uh,
You can't read.
just because you
can't
didn't say it didn't mean you didn't mean it.
Imagine a Minotaur that can't read and can't think, but knows business. And he winks.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
I've been around here long enough to know how you operate.
He looks around. He goes over to Hard. He says, "Well, since your friends are here, I'm just gonna prepay you. Here's another 3 gold."
All right.
And he says, "And what are you guys are going to do? How are you guys going to help?"
I can heal probably the most injured people here. A couple of them.
Barb's gonna try to cook with one.
Let her cook.
Yeah, if you want to cook, go ahead and try to cook. So go ahead and give me a cooking check with disadvantage. And Hard. Vivek, what are you doing?
I can assist with healing too.
Barb
Okay.
say anything about my sweet hat?
Oh,
Barb didn't say anything about you sweet chef's hat or the fact that you gained 6 inches from the chef's hat.
Huh.
She honestly doesn't really keep track of that because y'all aren't minotaurs, so she kind of doesn't care.
That's
Except
fair.
for, I mean, let's be real. She would eat you guys. She would cook and prepare you guys if she
Oh,
thought it
okay.
tasted good.
I mean, Barb is accountable. That's confirmed.
No, cannibals eat their own kind. She does not eat other minotaurs
got him.
How do you know that meat wasn't a Minotaur meat?
because I tasted it.
Oh,
So if you tasted it and know it was not Minotaur meat, that means you've had to taste it before to know that it was Minotaur meat.
Forms
Oh fuck.
minotaur.
oh shit.
I
Hey,
think you would
it's not
know
like
if
one of
you're
those
eating
things
your
like,
own
I don't gotta
kind.
taste shit to know that it tastes like shit. Like, nah. Like,
Uh,
Oh, Miles get beat
So,
us.
a couple cold
Not
winters. We had some uppity people. Just you don't want to know what happens in the hamlet. So just if you
Okay.
don't ask some questions, answered, maybe don't ask them.
Okay, no worries. So, as far as this part is taken, he's kind of trying to contract you for your time to assist with what needs to be done in the next day-to-day affairs of Rules Rule Tavern. Would you guys like to assist and earn gold in doing so?
Sure.
Yeah, I lost
I'll
connection
help.
to Tailspire, so
Uh-oh.
No worries. You can roll
I'll
back
help
in.
for the up until the moment I have to meet homeboy that wants to experiment on me. And
No
the
worries.
non-
Philo's research facility is actually just north of Rules Rule on the other side of the marketplace, right next to you. So it's actually quite
Oh.
convenient for you.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah.
So over the course of the next couple days, you guys are going to be helping rule with this. So what I need is everybody to roll me a corresponding skill check in relation to how you're assisting. So if you're doing medicine, doing medicine. If you want to switch it up to something else, you can. After the first meal, Barb, you do notice the sick ass hat on Hard's head.
Okay, Barb says to Hart, "Yo, that's a cool hat."
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Just wondering, were you gonna help me cook?
Only if you'd like an extra hand or two.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
Damn.
Because I heard the next question Barb was gonna say is, "They're your hands, right?"
Yeah,
You can put
Yeah,
hard on your shoulders.
probably.
Be ratatouille.
I don't like how you're dancing around the question. You were
Yeah,
fine up until you said probably.
it can be my hands this time.
Wait. Okay, you know what? Yep, yeah, I'll take your help.
This time.
So are you
so-
gonna be his ratatouille, Barb?
I think he might do better be.
I don't know. I don't know if she'll fit under my hat.
Hmm.
Oh, you can try. I'll get on your shoulders.
Yeah, you can get on her shoulders, and then technically you're still underneath the hat while on her head, so it works.
Wait, actually, true. I'll just stand over you.
Is there
Easy.
so with the hat? Do you have to wear it, or is there like an aura that goes down and up?
It's
Good, I have to wear it.
yeah, you have to wear it. It's an attuned item.
Oh, no pillar aura? Damn.
Damn, because we could have like a totem pole attack formation. That would be really cool.
Yeah, if Barb's wearing me as a hat and I'm wearing the chef's hat, does Barb then get my hat bonus?
No, I get the
Negative.
whole.
If you're assisting him, he gets advantage on his roll, so it's even better than the +1 of the
Nice.
hat. But if
I'll
he's
just-
wearing the
I'll
hat,
do that then.
okay, yeah. So are you doing that instead of the medicine checks?
Yeah, it's a pretty good medicine check too.
Take the medicine check.
No,
I just
I'm gonna help.
Your hat
I
was
want to help my friends.
well. Yeah, fuck all the nameless people. Screw them. Let's get to cook.
I want to use the sweet hat. Let me cook.
Let me cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
So you said my last check was at disadvantage because of my one arm. If he gives me advantage, are you gonna say I've gotten used to only having one arm, or am I just rolling one die?
You're getting advantage, so you're just rolling one dice.
Real quick for Grimly, he just plans on casting Cure Wounds and casting Mending on the bar. So is there something I can roll for that?
Shit.
I mean, you're gonna have to do a medicine check.
Okay.
Bro, what the
20
fuck is
quick.
going on with Tailspire?
I think it's your floor wife.
Yeah, probably.
Every fucking time.
I got a 2,
Noted.
but I mean they're spells.
No worries. Yeah, no. I know you're
Okay.
doing the healings. The healings are automatically successes. It's everything else. I mean, going around casting 6 cure light wounds takes a matter of like a minute. So beyond that minute, what else are you doing for the next 16 hours of the day?
casting Mending on the building. That would take a long time because it's like a minute casting for each little area.
Yeah, no problem. Sounds gravy. We're just waiting for Tyler to roll. And yes, I know you're not in Tailspire.
I'm going as quick as I can. Stop yelling at me.
Don't worry, I'm about to initiate battle buddy mode.
Damn.
Swear to God, Tyler, I'm trying to eat.
He said wash your motherboard, bro.
It's fucking loading up right now. It's some fucking Oblivion fucking mods, dude.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
fucking-
You could have washed your motherboard by now. That's on you at this point.
Like even Chris isn't having a problem. This is like kind of sad.
I don't-
Filthy ass hard drive, bro.
I don't have problems. I get timed out for a little bit, but I join right back in.
Oh yeah, that's us. I'm kidding.
Andrew, please. It was a secret.
He told you that in confidence.
Told you that in Pickle Morty.
See, he's in.
Do 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 do.
So much stuff on the map. Oh my god. Such map.
Hey Chris, have you heard of the Sawandis people?
19 medicine.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
I'm not
So-
falling for that one.
Vivek, go ahead and roll a 1d10. Grimly, you get 1 gold piece, or 2 gold pieces. Hard and Barb, you can both roll a 1d10 as well.
I got 6 gold pieces in.
Correct.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, I've made 12 gold today. God damn it!
Alright, 8 more gold. Let's go.
All right, and that's over the course of a couple days, not just this day. They're contracting you for a course of a couple days, essentially.
Fucking 2
Um,
gold for a couple days. Fucking
you
minimum
roll
wage is
a-
low.
Looks to suck, bro.
Fucking get
You-
good, nerd.
You rolled a 2.
On my medicine check. Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled
Nah,
a 2 on
'cause
the
you're
medicine check.
trash.
It was versus the quality of what you were doing for the work that you were doing done. Since you rolled
I
a 2 on the
see.
quality of the
Yeah,
overall
I don't
roll.
really like roll that much, so that checks out.
Garbage ass fucking skill.
So you do make a noticeable difference on like the outside structure, cleaning up everything with the mending. So that is good, but nonetheless, that's over the course of a couple days. Now this is where we're gonna have a small time skip. That's where the time skip occurs. This is when all the experience actually feeds into your characters and you guys level up. There's going to be some conversations that's going to be more of RP conversation, not so much moving your figures for the individual days if you guys are doing anything specifically in between. But what catches you guys' eye is right around the 6th day, a news article drops. Give me 1 second. Let me add it to Discord here. A news article drops, and it has a bunch of information that is going to influence the world as it is. Additionally, it's going to influence your party greatly, and that is because
Everyone dies. Roll new character.
no, because a person did die, and another person goes missing. You can read the ARC article. It is, why is it not sending? There it is.
It's
But
like
we're
5
cold,
times.
nice.
Yeah, it's ARC's article.
Yeah.
I need to change it to an RTF for you. Sorry,
And PDF.
PDF. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, send me
prefer
the
a JPEG.
RTX, baby.
I prefer a JPEG now.
Wait, didn't all of you go to Butte College at some point in time besides Matt and Chris?
I went to Butte College.
I'm currently in Butte.
I went to Butt College.
You do know you have a free Office 365 license, right?
You know, I'm the admin for my entire work, so I've had one forever.
Yeah, I have one from work.
I don't have one because I don't go to Butte.
Yeah, you do. You have a.
Yeah, I
student
did
account,
know.
don't you?
I don't go to
Yeah, you
Butte.
go to Butte.
Fuck off.
Hey, go
I
my
guess
Butte
I'm just
login, Jerry. I'll send it to you.
Wait, what? You're gonna hook me
They-
up now?
Yeah, I'll send you
Oh,
my Butte
sh-
login.
Yo, wait, you a homie. Alright. Yo, I'll jerk you off through the fucking internet, bro. I got you. Just don't tell your wife.
Let me make sure this works before I send you info.
let me know when you guys get done reading that.
Damn, inflation fucking up.
Oh
Damn it,
shit!
you got locked up.
What happened?
Oh, I see. He has since then escaped. This is discovery that accused Fedian being locked up. He has since escaped. Oh, wait. He's worth 100 gold?
He's worth 100 gold. Yep.
Huh. Interesting. $1,000 gem.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. There's 1,000 gold pieces on Jack.
I know.
I don't know why I'm reading this. Barb can't read. Never mind.
Grimly will
It
read
took him
it.
this long to...
Grimly will read it out loud to her.
Bard will read
Barb's
it.
looking at this piece of paper for like a minute and a half, acting like she's reading after she just had this whole conversation about how she can't read a few days prior. That's funny.
Just,
Yeah.
I can't read.
Oh, that last bit is dark, Shane.
You're dark.
Whoa, race.
Now the food.
Yeah, I mean, so many people died that it made there was more food for everybody.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
like
that though.
Oh, it pumped up? Oh, hell yeah.
Are we?
Hey, genocide's good
eating
for
the
something.
people?
No,
Oh.
the cost of food went down essentially because there's more food available because there's less mouths to feed. Essentially because 15% of the arc died.
More people died equals
Yeah.
more food.
Essentially. I don't want to be that guy, but as a DM that has to do the world and it's checks and balances, that's just how it is.
Yep. So Euroshia
Fucking
Goner.
Jax, dude. Yeah, I was eating like, oh fuck. They're just gonna pin it on our boy Jax. Jeez.
I muted myself on Discord, but for
With
those
that
at
being
home,
said, it sounds like
Hiroshi
everybody's
is
pretty much
dead,
done, so that's great.
and
Um,
Jax and Finian have contracts out.
Actually, Barb go to like put the paper towards her mouth like she's gonna eat,
Sure.
and no one stops me, so Barb eats.
Okay, sounds great. Barb, we are actually going to start with you for your little mini interaction here in these weeks to come. It was probably about on the 6th day after losing your arm, it being pulled just unjustifiably so from its socket. That nub you have becoming a little bit more proficient with, or rather, your other hand you are becoming more proficient with as the time goes by. But you are met with on the 6th day, walking through the back door, Philo the Sage. Philo comes walking in and says, "Oh, yes, 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 here you are. We are here for your measurements. You can follow me kindly. We will get this done very quickly, assertively, and we'll be on our way." And you see a roll come walking up. Who the fuck? What are you doing in my kitchen? Do you do anything?
No, I like seeing rule map.
Get the fuck out of my kitchen. Are you? He looks over. Is that Philo? Get the fuck out of my kitchen, Philo. What are you doing back here?
Yeah, fuck out of here, Philo.
Says the gnome on top of the counter.
Yeah, fuck out of here, Philo.
I'm here I'm here for measurements. Well, you can measure this, Philo. And he begins to usher Philo out the door.
Yeah, measure that, Philo.
You got to come with me now. I don't have much time to measure you. As the doors close.
I'll go with
So as the doors close, you come walking up behind Rule and you open the door. What are you doing? That's what I thought. I told you I'm here on business and I was allowed back here. She said so. Rule looks over at you.
Barb just nods. Yep.
Okay. It's. I mean, so you're lying, but you're not lying. Interesting.
It's not
get-
the stuff.
I know that's my problem. He's going to roll an insight check against you. Sure. Okay, yeah, I guess you did. He looks at you and just, yeah, nobody's out of my kitchen, so don't do it again. And he says it very adamantly, a little bit sternly, and a little bit comically, as you can see that you're not sure if he believed you, but he can't say you're wrong, essentially.
Well, he can say I'm wrong. He would just be lying.
Possibly, but nonetheless, you as soon as you're out the door, you hear the door slam shut. You hear, or rather, you see Philo dusting off the cuffs of his robe that he's wearing, and he says, "Oh, well, he's a little how do you say, orcish?" And then he sees you're not laughing, and he's like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm
As a
sorry."
marginalized people, I don't like you marginalizing people. That's right. I'm pulling my SJW hat.
And I'm a gnome. I'm marginally sized. What do you mean? You don't get much more marginally than me.
We used to kick you guys back.
One more time.
We used to kick you guys back home. Gnome punting. It was fun. And see how I've grown? I haven't kicked you.
Exactly. He says in a mocking laugh. It's funny. You see, even I can laugh at things that are not funny. It's all in the moment. I don't understand. Whatever. Follow me.
Did you just admit your joke wasn't funny?
Yeah.
Are you trying to convince me that it was funny? Because that's not how humor works. I know that's not how it works. I don't know a lot of things. I know that's not how that works.
He looks at you. He's like, I don't know what I'm saying. You got me talking in circles. I just say, let's go get your measurements. Be on your way, because you need this arm, and I kind of don't want to be talking to you right now.
Fair. Feelings mutual. Let's.
Alrighty. Well, let me tell you about this day. We got a bright and glorious day here for you. What's going here is we're going to go over to here. You're going to see a selection of fine sorts, a connoisseur of mechanisms, as one would say. But let me tell you this. It's going to be a fun time. And you guys arrive at his when you arrive to his research laboratory, you arrive with the sound of a zap essentially. He's like, "Oh, don't mind those. Don't mind those. Those are just my friends playing in there. They're trying to bring to life one of those constructs that are on the ark, but you don't have to worry about it as your arm didn't come attached to a construct." And he walked up.
Did
Why is he
my arm
laughing?
come from a construct?
It did come from a construct.
But I need an arm. Let's just do that.
You walk upstairs. You follow him up a ladder, and you find it quite difficult. He's like, "Oh yeah, my bad." Or excuse me, not a ladder. He doesn't have a ladder in there. Give me 1 second. Let me double check. Oh, it is a ladder. Okay, yeah, no, you follow him up a ladder. You find it quite difficult as you climb it with only one arm. He looks down at you and he urges you on. Eventually, you do make your way up. You see before you 3 arms lying on a table. He says, "First off, I gotta measure that bump, the bump, the lump, the lovey lady minotaur hump. Let me see that."
Barb lets out a sigh and just holds the stump of where her arm was forward, just regretting this like for every second.
So as you hold it out, he's like, "Yeah, be careful of that stuff over there." And he points to a bag way off in like 15, 20 feet. You don't want to mess with that because it goes plume. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It explodes. But nonetheless, let me keep on measuring you here. And you see that as he's taking his measurements, he's not using anything as far as like a tool. You see that he's putting his finger up to your joint. He's putting it around the cuss, and he's making like little like in his head measurements with the different like indents of his finger, or his different oh my god, not the digits, oh my lord,
The digis.
the
Knuckle.
what are knuckles, thank you, yeah, the different knuckles of the finger, but it's not knuckles either, is it knuckles, joints, there you go, the different joints of the finger. Wow, that was so hard.
The joints are the knuckles.
The what? I'm sorry.
The joints of the fingers. And as he's doing this, you see him go. He's walking back over, and he's kind of just drawing a picture of it. Eventually, what he comes to is what looks to be like almost a spider mandible socket. And he brings it up to you. What do you think about this? He's like, "Oh, you don't know what we're doing anyway, do you?" I was just asking just for it, but it's gonna look like something like this on that there. It's not gonna be uniform, but it's gonna fit. It's gonna work. It's gonna function, and maybe we can prove it in the future. This is all just a test of theory, and you are the first one. So, I hope you like being the test subject. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, that's the spirit. Why don't you come on over here and choose your mechanism?
I walk over and see what is on the table. What do I see?
Problem. So as you look at the table, you see 3 different arms. The first arm is a little bit bulkier in nature. You see that the metal that it's made out of, as you kind of touch it with your other hand, is a lot heavier than the other 2 that are on the table. But one thing you do see is it's extra reinforced, and it's almost black, like onyx black. The second one is lighter, much lighter than the other 2. What you do see though is even though it is light, there is like, what's the word? Have you ever seen one of those like ergonomic gum grips? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, cool.
Like hex grid and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I figured you would. So essentially, in the casing of this arm it's all hex grid in the middle of it, making it a lot lighter. And also, you do see inside is a spring-like function that draws out a blade. So essentially, you have an in-hand dagger.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't shoot the dagger or anything. It just allows you to like
Yeah, it's
sprint
like a
out.
punch dagger. It's like kind of Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's sick.
The third one looks.
Lightning launcher. Let it be a lightning launcher so I could just show Grim.
It's not a lightning launcher, unfortunately. The third
Fire
one, the third one you see is the nice rounded median between both light and heavy. Also, in the fact that it doesn't have any hex grid in it, but it is reinforced to a degree. The reason for that is you see that there's a multitude of springs that actually function for this arm rather than a system of levers or actuations like the other two arms. This one has more of a spring load in its shoulder as well as its elbow. As Philo's talking to you about it, he's like, that one's kind of a springy fellow, you see. When you pick it up and use it, it essentially it helps you with whatever you're doing. And yeah, I'm not trying to be cryptic. I can't attach it. That armor would be too much. If you put it on, I bet you can climb a little bit better. And then he looks at you. He's waiting for a response. He's like, I don't even know what that means. Just try it. Try it. One of these are going to be your arms today. You're not leaving here without having two arms. I promise you, you get it. You're going to get it. You're going to be a test subject. And then whoever the other two people that are going to get the other two arms, they're going to be test subjects too. And we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Oh,
Barb's not like happy about his whole salesmanship. She just was like, I thought this was something. This turned into something way more than I thought it was gonna.
Got baited.
He looks at you. He's like, okay, well, which one you want?
Fuck. Let's go with the first one. That sounds like a barb thing. Heavy and metal and fucking badass.
Okay. So, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Woof.
Okay.
That is a 10.
10 total. Okay, nice. So with the 10 total, he says, "Oh yeah, this is just gonna be you're gonna feel a slight little pinch, and then you just feel the most absolutely excruciatingly harmful burning sensation fire up your arm. You feel it like almost like a centipede gnawing its way up your arm, all the way up until it just gets you right behind your ear. Some sort of nerve just it hurts, and you let out a wail of some sort. And he's like, "Oh, now, stop it! Don't be such a baby. It can't possibly hurt that bad. You don't take any damage, but you take spiritual damage. That hurts you." What he said. What do you do?
I tell him he's lucky he's helping me out. Otherwise, I'd punt him off the roof of this building.
Oh yeah, and that would be fun. He looks at you, and just as he said, "That looks fun," you feel a slight ting as he tightens a bolt ever so slightly more. A little bit of more pain crawls up your arm. He's like, "And that will do it. Try it out. Tell me how it feels."
Oh, I must have my axe. I'll go ahead and grab my axe with primary hand and then grab like up the half a little bit, like how she would normally wield it with the new arm, I guess.
Okay. So you go to grasp it with your original hand, you're fine. You grasp it with your other arm. You're two-handing it, right? Like your new
Yeah, of
arm.
course. Yeah.
Your new arm's the second one that's grasping it, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as you go to grasp it, you hear the metallic structure of this arm ting against the handle of your axe. It's showing you that it is metal, so you are getting a additional +1 to your AC for this arm. It's a natural AC bonus that you get, so it doesn't conflict with any armor.
I like that.
And you feel it actually for the briefest moment as you bring your hand over and trying to instruct it to clasp. It takes a moment hesitation for it to catch up with what you're thinking, but eventually, once that connection is made, you see that it's acting almost instantaneously to what you want it to do. Phyla comes up to you and aha, we have it. It is here. This is how it works. Do you not see?
Yes, I do see. Barb has no idea what he's talking about.
He's like, yes, exactly. The rules of magic apply. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but it's working. Keep that between us.
I wouldn't
Now
tell
we-
anybody, even if I knew what you were talking about.
Fantastic. Now to try a leg. And he looks down at your leg.
No, but I got a buddy that might want to help.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have a feeling that this will happen naturally at some point anyways, so let's just push that off until then.
Good point. And he goes to he hands you his card.
I will eat it because I don't know what it means.
Okay. You don't know what it means. Interesting. He's like, you're not supposed to eat that. That's okay. It wasn't mine anyway. I got it from somebody else I knew. He's supposed to be some hotshot investigator.
I don't know what that word means.
He's like, huh. Not very bright. Thinking you're gonna cut a leg off soon? I'm your man. You know where I'm at? I'm Philo. Let's go. And he kind of just points you out. And he just doesn't even walk you out. He just kind of points to the stairs as you walk down.
You mean the ladder?
Yeah, well, the ladder's on the first story, then you took stairs on the second story, so that was my fault.
Oh, I see.
But he points to the stairs. You'd go downstairs and go down the ladder. Are you going to be doing anything else in particular?
No, I'm good.
Okay, and you return to Roll's Rule to continue your duties with 2 arms in tow.
Nice.
Good job. Let me go over here.
Is there a way for me to add the natural armor to D&D Beyond?
I believe there is.
You can
Let
click
me
on your
check.
AC,
Edit.
and then there's a customize
Give
drop
me
down.
1 second here. I don't have that drop down though.
Oh, I see. From the main character page.
Also, if you don't have if you're going in your edit screen, make sure you have homebrew content checked on, so that when I create stuff, you can find them in the item searches that you do.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Oh, interesting. There it is. Okay, yeah, that's neat. That's a weird way to do it, but
Yeah, because I didn't see it anywhere else, like in my stats page or nothing. I thought, oh, maybe like it's almost like a Hero Forge kind of thing, but
yeah. But nonetheless, we're gonna move on to Vivek. What are you doing over the course of these 2 weeks that is going to attribute to that? Oh, I'm assuming, or sorry, I didn't ask you this, Barb, just because you got it naturally. That I'm assuming that +1 you were going to get, was that going to be attributed to your strength?
yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So that's why I didn't ask you what you're doing. It came naturally from the mechanical arm you got. So no hard work was needed on your end. Good job.
I showed up and got free stats. I love.
Mm-hmm. Vivek, what are you doing during the course of these like 14 to 20 days that is going to attribute to your +1 that you get for the story ability modifier bonus?
+1 to my stats.
Yeah, so during the course of 2 weeks, everybody's getting a +1 to put anywhere on their stats.
Oh fuck yeah.
But
Even
you
me?
got, well, you're dead.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna kind of like seclude myself in like the library and like read books and study about plagues and
that's going to infer you what
wisdom.
bonus?
Wisdom.
Okay.
So I have a +4 in wisdom.
Okay, great. Hard. Or excuse me, Grim, what are you doing for your +1?
I guess just putting together the pieces that I have for that one thing that I'm making. I don't have them all yet, but I'll put those together. What I got so far.
You're talking about the thing you were creating for.
Yeah, from the very
Okay.
beginning. Yeah. And then I also want to like fuck with metals. So heat them up and kind of just melt these swords down into steel. And there's Warhammer as well, and then see if I can sell that. But if you'll allow it, go to intelligence.
Okay, so what are you doing to make your intelligence go up though? Like what action? Did I miss it? I'm sorry.
Well, working on the thing that requires, having to use your brain.
So something of the toolbox such as that was going to be more dexterous. If you're melting something down and working iron, that's going to be a strength thing. Intelligence, if you want to say that, you're, I mean, yeah, we'll make it work. You're working on the box saying you're going through different planning diagrams, different angles, using other tools or other materials, possibly as substitutions, critically thinking, spending that time
Yeah.
to go above and beyond about what could be utilized rather than what you have here. What else could you substitute? Because some of these materials are becoming hard to come by, and due to that length of thinking and putting in that metallurgy work, yeah, that works. Intelligence, fantastic. Hard. What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep people's morale and spirits up by entertaining the those week and a half or so. I have my costumes. I'm gonna be performing, and yeah, just working on my music and going to charisma.
Okay, cool, fantastic. With that charisma, we're gonna say someone possibly contracted you out for a small little standing mini concert of sorts.
Woohoo!
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Oh,
Did my shit crash again? Am I still
Yeah.
in Tailspire? God
No, it
fucking
crashed.
damn it.
that's gonna be a 9.
Interesting. Okay. We'll roll a nat one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still kind of exhausted from everything, but nonetheless, you still show up. The concert starts kind of slow. The people that were leading up to you weren't overly impressive as far as your point of view is. You can definitely do better. You get up there, and as you get up there, you see not so much the masses, but a fairly large crowd up there. For some reason, unbeknownst to you, your head is just not in it. Your head is focused on the article, the news article that you have read recently. Your head's thinking about, these two friends that you saw just briefly earlier, a few days prior, sleeping under the table soundly. They're gone. They're missing, murdered by each other. Or, well, rather, one was murdered by the other. And your head's just not feeling it. And you rolled that one. You didn't perform all that great. The crowd kind of starts dispersing a little bit. You're recognizing this. You're trying with all your might to invigorate the song. Go ahead and give me another d20 check.
Huh. Alright, I'll take it. 13.
So with a 13,
Jesus.
you managed to muster up the energy to not play the song bad, but not shine. You managed to put a smile on your face and do a little dance as you're playing your song that kind of reattracts the attention of some of the people that were leaving. But ultimately, this concert was fair at best.
It was made.
You felt a little bit down about it, but nonetheless, you had a conversation with Rule afterwards. And Rule kind of just sits down with you, and he's sitting across from you, and he kind of just pushes a filled mug towards you. Tough day, huh?
Yeah.
Not exactly your best work, if I'm telling you the truth.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
What seems to be the issue?
Gestures broadly to everything.
He's like, yes, I understand. This, not cataclysmic event, but this event that definitely brought us to our knees is something hard to weather. But I feel like it might be something more. Maybe something you don't even expect. And he pushes a mug closer to you, and he says, "This is on the house. No coin. This is conversation friend to friend."
I'm going to take a sip and say thank you.
He's like, "No problem." He's like, "I know we don't know much about each other, but I don't mean to say this to freak you out, but I know a lot more about you and your friends, and or rather, I know a lot about everybody in the Ark than I care to let on. I can assure you, you're not thinking about something that's important right now. Something that crossed your eyes that you may not know about. But I feel as your friend, I must bring to your attention."
What is it?
He sits down and he looks at you with the most gravest look you've ever seen Rule give anybody. And he says, "I'll be right back."
Uh-oh.
Holy fuck.
I was expecting it next time on D&D.
Oh, that'll be when they come back.
Right.
You can't plan the next time. It just happens naturally.
Mm. I feel like I played bad tonight.
Mid at best.
You fuck, Doug. That's rough.
I mean, okay. So I don't know what your motivate. Like, I understand your motivation for asking how if he saw his kid die, but I think an investigator would have a little more tactful way of doing it. Just
Let's go ahead and let's look at my stats real quick.
But
Negative
stats don't
3
dictate how you play your character.
charisma, my guy.
But wisdom.
0.
But that means you wouldn't be a bumbling idiot either.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard of like half these spells, but these are insane.
Which one?
Off topic. There's Pulse Wave, there's Time Ravage, there's like
The fuck?
fucking
Oh,
Magnify
yeah.
Gravity. Bro,
The
fucking Wrist Pocket, bro.
Dunamancy?
This is, yeah, dude, this is insane. Some of these are fucking nuts, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9th level. Okay, are these 9th level spells?
Okay, so some of them are,
Nope.
some of them are not. So like Pulse Wave, Magnify Gravity, Wrist Pocket, like those are not. Those are like, I want to say anywhere between 3rd and 1st, and it's, dude, like, bro, what?
Because
Yeah.
I looked at like
You're
Time
gonna wanna
Ravage.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
Time
wanna
Ravage
read.
was fucking wild, but like Pulse Wave does force damage, and it's like 66, and it's a 3rd level spell.
You're gonna wanna read the descriptions for the components
Yeah,
because
usually it's like, so this 9th level
Well,
is
like Magnify
armor class
Gravity, it's
filled with-
verbal somatic. There aren't even fucking materials for it, and it's like
how
it's a 1st level that does 2d8 force damage, and then speed is halved if it hits, like
what's
for
the
what?
rate?
60 feet.
Respectable. Is there any like concentration or duration?
No duration, 1 round. No
Okay.
concentration at all. Like some of these are fucking wild, bro.
Wow, that's
I've never heard of these, so I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm just like looking them up right now.
So the gravity one, it's if it hits, their speed is halved, and then if they fail their save, they take damage.
Con save, so that's like the only downside. So like anybody tanky,
To save
they'll probably
yourself.
make it. But like, they have to meet what I want to say it's like 16. So
I mean, that's still pretty good.
yeah, not bad. So I'm like, yo, bro, these are fucking wild. And
There's one spec that can like freeze objects in place, like turn anything into an immovable rod.
yeah, but that's like 25 gold to do.
Yeah, but if you're
25.
rich, you can build a floating castle.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the components. So there's one of them where you can give somebody pretty much the luck ability.
oh,
one
you talking
time.
about fucking Fortune's favor?
Yeah, but it costs a pearl.
Oh wait, what? That costs a pearl?
Yeah, dude, you read.
I
the
didn't look that
components
one up. I'm not gonna lie.
because the
Oh
components
yeah,
make
worth
a
100
huge
gold.
difference. Yep,
Good thing we live at the bottom of the ocean.
Lots of
but
oysters.
like the wrist pocket one's pretty nice because then you can hold anything for an
Yeah.
hour and nobody knows it's there.
Honestly, even like Gift of Alacrity, it lasts 8 hours, and it's like, yo,
Mhm.
here's an extra 1d8.
But that's also expensive. Like, look at the components for that one.
There is none. It's verbal somatic. Gift of Alacrity.
Nice. I thought it had a component requirement.
Nah.
So, bam, bam, bam. We did hard. We did grim. Wait, did we do grim? Let me think. Grim, yes, we did. We did intelligence. Did that. All right. Now we're on day 26 in the arc, the end of the actual XP list that day. You guys are being gathered, or rather, you guys are eating at the Rules Rule, getting ready for the day when in walks Aldry, Eli, and Takahe, and 2 other figures. One of the figures is Gregory. You guys will be introduced to him momentarily. Another figure is hooded. You can't quite make out his facial features, but perhaps soon you'll see his facial features. And then of course you see Takahe, the hairless minotaur, in the background. Now, Audrey looks up and they see you gathered at your table as per usual. And she says, I'm glad you guys are all gathered here. We actually have something of great importance to discuss. We'll discuss that next time
I
on Dragon Ball
knew
Z.
it.
Told you, Chris. I told you.
Fucking knew it.
Hmm.
Yeehaw.
Shame, because
It's
I'm gonna
what
be gone
he
next
gives
weekend.
the hook, right? He puts the hook
You are
out there,
gonna be
like
gone next week. Okay, so Gregory, why don't you introduce yourself, give your features real quick, and then you'll be on autopilot next week, which will be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
So what you guys see is a tanned humanoid human who has short, like the short hair on the sides and then a comb over on top with dark blue eyes, running at about 6 feet tall, early 20s, wearing. Now, Shane, here's where I wanted to ask. Do you want me to just do the regular starting equipment of leather armor, or can I do studded leather armor +1?
Whatever. If you haven't had your +1, then yeah, you can put it on there if you want.
I'll do the +1 on the armor. I just didn't know about the equipment. Like, if I could choose to have studded leather armor, or if you just want me to stick with the leather armor since it was
Whatever. What's the starting gear?
leather armor. So I'll just do +1 on that one then.
Cool. Yeah, so +1 to leather armor then.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, wearing dark stained leather armor with a sling on one side and a sickle on the other, and he just says in a low tone that is fairly monotone, "Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. My name is Gregory. Wonderful to meet you all."
Then he'll say more next time on Dragon Ball Z, possibly.
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then as far as your original question, Todd, yes, you do get that +1 as well that everybody else is getting.
You just wanted to fuck with me. Yeah, I get it. You hate me.
No, I just was waiting for you to actually introduced. But yeah, no worries. And then you'll find somebody else next time. But
Peace.
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. See you next week.
good game.
Game.
GG, sir. GG.
See y'all later.
All right, Matt. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're going to control my character.
It'll probably be a lot of autopilot, possibly.
Okay.
There might be
Uh,
some light combat, but I wouldn't worry about it too much.
If you want.